Track them. They may come round for another pass.
Captain Nita?
Lord Vader demands an update on the pursuit.
Get a shuttle ready. I shall assume full responsibility for losing them and apologize to Lord Vader.
Apology accepted, Captain Nita.
Sometimes the world looks perfect, nothing to rearrange.
Subscription.
Y'all
on
know if
top
y'all
of the
listen,
Snyder Cut.
if y'all listen real closely, you can hear DMajini snoring.
He's snoring?
Listen, be quiet.
Are you serious? Wow. My brother worked hard.
You can't make this up.
No, you can't make it up.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up.
Wow.
Just be quiet, y'all, and enjoy the stream. And this is the crazy thing about it, ladies and gentlemen. DMajini tried to play it off like it was just a simple old thing, but he fell asleep. I mean, big time snoring. Big time snoring. But besides all that, welcome to another episode of Dark Council. I'm here with the fellows right here. Fellas, how are you doing today?
Listen, yo, your laughter gets me every time. Like I almost died laughing just now, bro. Like, look, I was tired, bro. I forgot to shut the thing off. I was like, let me just catch a quick, like, rest my eyes real fast, and I passed the F out for real. I'm sorry.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Yes, you did. Oh my gosh.
Holy shit. Fatal was like crazy, man.
You know why I laughed that hard though? I thought I was tripping. I thought it was just somebody mic messing up. Then I started listening real closely. I said, dang, this dude is asleep. And big time snoring.
Yeah.
That was funny.
Welcome to the Dark Council, everybody. I'm glad y'all here. Hey, man, y'all better stick around because we're going to be talking about some dope stuff. We're going to be talking about the Mandalorian episode, whether people hate it or like it. We're going to be talking about Disney, Star Wars. And if you hate it or like it, and we're going to be talking about some more stuff. And we're going to make your dreams come true tonight.
Amen.
Easy.
Amen.
I'm lying.
Yes, sir.
But let's see who up in the building. Make sure to smash that like button. We got a Concha up in here. What up, a Concha? Glad always here. While you streaming is private. I don't know what you're talking about, but glad you're here. We got Trey Courtney up in here. We got Chris Karan up in here. We got Black Superwoman up in here. We got the Black Superwoman. We got Keaton up in here. We got RC from the NYC. We got Madge Mama Bear. We got Jedi Luke. Hold on, man. I said that too fast. Madge Mama Bear, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. We got Jade Shadow. Apology accepted. Who apologized?
Captain Nita.
Apology accepted.
Oh, yeah. That was dope. That was dope. He says, I will apologize to Lord Vader. You can see the fear in that man's face. He knew he was going to die.
Yeah, he knew it was over. It was over.
He knew it was a wrap.
And everybody on that bridge knew, too. They was like, shit, let me pop my boots.
Bro,
I'm up
Vader
next.
didn't play. If you didn't do the job, you was dead. That's
talk about
every boss to work on.
Talk about not having job security.
For real.
I know.
We got Match up in here. We got Michael.
What's up, Becky?
We got Caleb up in here. Caleb, you look just like Kurt Cobain. Let's see. We got Becky up in here. We got Means of Destruction. We got Zachariah. We got Chris Boyd. We got Common Sense America. Never seen you before, sir.
Dark Common Sense. That's my dude.
Oh, that's your dude?
Yeah, that's a good dude. I
salute you, sir. And he said, Dark Council making Tuesday nights great again. Yes, we are. That's, you know what? That sounds like a new shirt. that needs to be made by us. Let's continue. We got Lord Callous up in here. That's his clone. We got Terminus EST up in the building. Thank y'all for coming out. Make sure to smash that like button because YouTube hates my guts for some reason.
Like the smash button.
Yeah, like that smash button. Fellas, what is on your mind before we get into some craziness of the craziness today? Oh!
Yes. Hey, bro.
I'm a rude host. You know why?
Yes, you are.
No, you're not a rude host. He was just like family. That's why.
I'm just chilling. What? Make no mistake. Do not adjust your cameras. I'm not Abu Naz, nor do I claim to be. I will not bring the rhymes, the musicality for somebody else. I'm just here to enjoy the show. We're going to rename this the Mocha Council.
There you go.
The Mocha Council. And we do have somebody who claims that he's going to spit so many magnificent bars tonight, you might faint.
Or fall asleep like he did.
I don't know what you're trying to say, bro.
Dmajini, you probably don't know what we're talking about.
Fatal always gets
Dmajini. You know why I mess with Dmajini the most? You know why I mess with Dmajini? Because I love him, man. I love him.
That's an old excuse, man. After you get someone so good, you're always like, oh, I love you, man. I love you. It's all good.
Man, me and D been rocking for a whole year.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, that's my.
Yeah, what we gonna
right
do
there.
for Keepers of the Force anniversary, man?
I don't know.
Oh,
I got a plan. I got something dope. But fellas, I got something for y'all. I'm gonna pull a jump 3PO. You know, this is the holiday season, and you know, things can get a little crazy on social media.
No,
but
you have to be.
Did you learn though that it's important to hit that mute button?
Oh yes,
okay.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you took something away from the experience because.
Well, you know what it was. So I wasn't planning on doing that. It just happened.
We didn't think we were.
It just happened. It was. It's like I slipped and accidentally fell in it. You know what I'm saying?
That was the first I saw it. So I was over here literally dying when that thing was playing. I tell you.
Yeah.
That's right. Callous wasn't on it.
Yeah, I wasn't on it. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
like, holy crap. Dude is really snoring.
I was sitting there, and Fatal's like, ho, stop, off topic, pause, or whatever he says. He's like,
But John, I could tell you that you didn't hear it. I could tell.
No, I couldn't, because I was, dude. You know, when you hosting, you have like, I got 2 screens going and everything. Yeah, and then you were like, blow them up real quick. And if you listen carefully, and then like we blew them up, and all of a sudden you hear Fatal.
And bro, that was me keeping the laughter in for so long. That's why it came out like that.
Yo, that thing.
This what made it even funnier. I was looking at Mark, and you know how Mark tried to stay calm and cool. Mark, when he broke out with that little smile, I knew it was over.
But then Abu Nas tries to believe this ninja here, boy.
Abu Nas tries to come in with the philosophy like, well, the man is working hard. So he just was trying to explain and assess the situation. Man, it was awesome.
But
19
hold it in either.
Good to see you, brother. No, he couldn't hold it in either.
RC from the NYC. I talked to Vegeta the other night. This is what he had to say about you, sir.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000? There's no way that can be right.
RC from the NYC with the $5 super chat. All hail the Exalted Dark Council. All hail the chat. Hope everyone is warm and safe. RC, thank you so much. I love how RC always started off like that. The Exalted Dark Council. Mm-hmm. So we're thinking about changing names. I think that'll be a good one. And let's see who we got next. We got my boy Dmajini. Dmajini, thank you so much. You didn't have to, my friend. And for you being so awesome, I'm going to have to give you the greatest scene in Dragon Ball Z.
Good Lord.
Imagine I said, hell, Chad, I wasn't asleep. I was just resting my eyes.
Liar.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good one, bro. You made us laugh. Thank you so much.
You rested your eyes.
We got Mikey with the $5 super chat. Mikey, what can I say about this dude? He could literally paint the Mona Lisa if he wanted to. Have y'all seen this dude?
It already got 7 thumbs down, man. That's like my numbers.
Hey, I don't care. I like thumbs down. Shout out to Jody because it's probably Jody and his cronies. I like that Jody and his cronies. But Makini, back to Makini. Makini is getting cold.
Not all his cronies. One of his cronies was like, "You are my brother."
Oh yeah. That was his best friend. That was his best friend. But you know what? He exposed Jody. He said Jody wasn't paying the rent.
No, I know.
But enough about
drama.
that. Makini, thank you so much. He said, "Hail to the Dark Council." Thank you so much, Makini. This is what Jody's best friend wanted to do to Jody. We got 53 people in the building. Smash that like button. Thank y'all so much for coming out. And fellas, this is the holiday season. You know,
Yes, it is.
It's the holiday season.
but we got to be real careful during the holiday season. You got to be real careful.
Don't forget.
You know, because you know
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Happy holidays. Happy holidays.
I can sing better than holidays. Watch this. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Why don't you stay in the same song?
Pause.
We was killing that song.
What's a chestnut?
Oh Lord!
Here we go again.
It's the same thing as chestnuts,
Happy
walnuts,
holidays. That's a dope.
chin nuts.
Chin nuts.
That's from the Dr. Dre album.
Let's not do that again.
She said, "Honey," she said, "if I had chin nuts on my chin, would those be chin nuts?" He said, "Heck no, you'll have in your mouth. But fellas, the holiday season is getting crazy. You have to be real careful. You got people stealing packages, and you also have to be careful during the holiday season what you post on social media, like these guys right here. Y'all check this out right here. It says why correct spelling is important for the Christmas edition.
Wow.
Wait, what is the Oh.
He forgot the damn W.
We go check
I hope
out.
it's not a puppy.
We gonna check out different posts by people on social media who didn't have the correct spelling. It said, "Who would have thought that rapping is such a complicated word to spell correctly? It turns out that countless presents are violated each year by Twitter users in horrible, violent manner." Now, this is the thing right here. I don't know if I should be saying this word
Damn,
during the live stream.
Whoa.
Yeah, don't say it. Don't say it.
So I'm just gonna have everybody look at it. Just everybody look
It's
at
supposed to be.
But why wouldn't
rapping.
they, if you're gonna spell it that way, why not double P's at least?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why would that be the autocorrect? I mean, damn.
That's crazy.
Just done rapping all the kids presents.
Oh my God. And
Twitter
Rock
can't
is not
read this out
edit,
loud.
right? So that's just there.
And
I
bro,
throw rocks
these
at the
are
kid.
real. This is real deal people.
Trump said he throw rocks at the kid.
Yo,
This
how many people can't spell
My
though?
hand
I'm
hurts
just
so
saying.
heavy. Ooh.
Just picture this. Just watch this from this woman, Angel Believer. I'm gonna say the real word. She said, "My hand hurts, so hubby is wrapping the presents."
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But guess what, fellas? That's not it. That's not the end of it right there. Oh, Keaton, thank you so much. I almost missed this. Keaton.
Get out of here.
Keaton, you're a new person, sir. So
Yes.
just hold
Keaton
on.
is a channel member. Welcome.
On the Lord Callous
a
channel?
Dreamwalker. Yes, indeed.
Oh, shout outs to Keaton. Man, you more doper than Michael Keaton. Just for being a dope person, I'm gonna give you a dope for Vegeta clip. Here you go, sir.
Bring it on.
As you wish.
Keaton said, "I'm new to this stream, and I'm glad to be here." Hey, we glad you here too.
Welcome.
He said, I found this stream on Lord Callous channel. Lord Callous, giving Vader the shout out. The Dark Council is fired. Thank you so much, sir. And I'm telling you, being a member on Lord Callous channel, you're gonna get more than what you paid for. Trust me, triple what you paid for.
Welcome.
The love that Lord Callous put into his videos, I wouldn't dare spend that many hours making more. I'm just saying, I can tell one of Callous videos takes at least 45 hours. Am I lying, Callous?
You ain't lying.
Because the stuff I do only take 2 or 3 hours, and that's too long for me.
Well, hold on a second. The stuff you do takes 2 hours?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Fatal J. Now I'm not the smartest man. All right. What?
That's true. You ain't lying.
There's a lot of rumors out there at the DC Con that's talking about Ben Affleck. I said it.
You know what's crazy though?
You do be saying that.
He sounds just like me.
Yeah, you
I said it. That sounds just like me, man. Dang, man, you really do be watching my stuff. At first, I thought you weren't watching my stuff, but yeah, you watching it. But
I watch it, man.
Next, we're going to be talking about now. You got to be real careful. You got these kids sitting on these weird guys' lap. You got to be careful, okay? And I'm going to tell you why, okay? I'm going to tell you why right here. You got to be careful. It says, creepy Santas that
I'm
will
already
haunt your
scared,
dream.
man. I'm already scared.
It said, what? It said, what is it about Easter bunnies, clowns, and Santas that make them so damn creepy?
Why he look like he's supposed to be Pennywise's brother?
Right here. There must be an explanation why they look like serial killers. This is the first picture right here. What y'all fellas think?
Oh my God.
Oh, good Lord Almighty. Help the
I want
children.
to ask y'all on a creepy level from 1 to 10, what do y'all give this picture?
I would have snatched my kids. There's no way I'd have let my child stay there when he's looking like that.
Look at the babies, though.
I know I stand
Like my
man,
question
you guys
is,
are wrong, man. When my mom wanted that picture with me on Santa, she didn't care if that was a murderer over there. You sitting on his lap, and I've got like 3 or 4 pictures like that. That's how white people do it, man. I'm just trying to.
Those eyes are saying, come get these damn kids. That's what those eyes are saying.
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
Right?
My mom would say, if you don't smile for the
wanna
picture, I'm
throw.
gonna leave you with Santa Claus. So you better get over there and smile. So it's
I
like,
know this ain't funny laughing at people fear, but this it is. Look at the little girl face, bro. She is really terrified.
She is terrified. I mean, the look on her face is like, how could you do this to me? She is looking dead at her mother right now. She ain't looking no place else but at her mother. But
you know
you
you're
do this to me.
Bro,
you
but look
slap
at
your
Santa,
kids.
bro. Santa look like he just got finished killing 10 people.
He looked like he want to kill her mother. Like, take these damn kids, like Fox said.
So, fellas, on the scale from 1 to 10, what y'all give this picture?
I said 9 of creepiness.
That's like a,
Okay,
that's
a
like a
9?
10, man.
7
Okay.
5.
Okay, chat, what y'all give this picture? I'm gonna go to the next one. Next picture right here.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
God.
What's going on there?
I don't even understand what I'm looking at.
What is that?
Callous Ghost, what's going on here?
Yeah, what is that? I'm trying to figure that out. Like, what is going? Is that real?
It's like a nightmare before Christmas. That's like,
That's what it is.
I cannot make hide nor hair of that. What is that a mask over?
Yeah. That's like a Halloween thing. That ain't like.
But peep the chick though. Why is she so calm and the baby so calm? They used to that.
That's probably her dad.
Yeah. It's not even Christmas.
Like blood? Is
But is it one of those half masks? Because I'm trying to see if the bottom half of the face is real.
Bro, don't try to go into detail. We just do stupid
That's
stuff.
just the way my mind works.
All I got.
I gotta figure it out.
Hey, Fox, you got to be here to counteract drunk, man. Is this true, Fox?
I can't even confirm. I don't blame this on white people.
That's what he said. He trying to make it like it's white people.
Here. This is a bigger problem.
All right, fellas.
No, let me tell you something. Fox is from like Tennessee, where they all dress like this, so he's just trying to like make face.
Oh shit!
Well, we don't wear red.
Fox is a Texan, sir.
Damn right.
Yeah, but that's not where he resides.
It don't matter. It's where you're born.
Nah. Once you leave Texas, you ain't Texas.
Oh. Fox. I know what Fox about to do. Fox, you about
trying to keep my Texas under control right now.
Fox, he don't want us to pull out the pistol.
I know.
Not the heat.
Bro, hold on. You want to talk about that? Yo, Young Ripper, like, look, if I go and pull out this thing here, he pull out the bag. I ain't going to show it on YouTube, but I pull this thing right here, you know you got a problem.
I will say this. Fox sent me the best Kentucky bourbon I've ever had, and I wish he'd send me another one. That was so
What was
good.
it?
The
Kentucky
red
bourbon.
Oh,
yeah. It was good, man. I think I finished it in 5 days, man. It was great.
Did it last that long, bro? Damn. I mean, it was going pretty quick, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
All right, fellas, from a scale from 1 to 10.
It was really good.
A scale from a creepy factor. Chat, y'all help me out too. From a 1 to 10.
All right, hold on. I wouldn't say that was creepy. I say that's more like retarded. So that's like retarded factor that you would wear that.
It's so weird. Drunk, you can't say that.
Yeah, that's why I said it like I said it. Like you say, you got to hold out the word, and then it's okay.
Elongate the A, yeah.
You know, it's a funny story. My uncle, my aunt always give my uncle, she always give him hard time, and he called somebody that word, and she said, "You cannot say that." He said, "Well, he's tarded." Are you happy with that?
All I know is Ryan Kendall says it like 20 times on his stream. So.
All right.
You're right. I won't say it no more.
He gives 0 Fs. That guy. He gives 0.
Man, and respect the Ryan, because Ryan, he sure don't care, bro. Hey, but on this picture, from a scale of 1 to 10, what y'all give it on the creepy factor?
That's pretty bad too, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's at least the other one was trying to be Santa. I don't know what this. He ruined Santa for the children.
I give it a 9.
Confusing and creepy.
I give it a 9.
Yeah, 9.5.
I give it a 9. Yeah. Okay, what y'all think about this one right here?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Wow. Wow.
Dude, why he gotta have like the flaky hand, man? Give that man some lotion quickly.
I'm better. Y'all better than me because the little boy look creepy to me. They're like something up here. I don't trust that little boy.
Why y'all
like
white
Damien
people on the show, man?
Damien.
No kids.
Wow. Now that looks like some Vampire X type of
That's Krampus.
Yeah. I don't like those old type pictures like that. You know, back in the day, they used to like prop up dead people for pictures.
Oh snap!
You know, they used to do that. Yeah.
Dang, that's
scary, once they was dead, they would just prop them up. It looked like that picture right there, man. Yeah, I wouldn't trust.
I'm scared if I look at this picture too long, my house going to get haunted. So let's continue.
Let's continue it.
Oh man, you even try.
What is that?
I don't understand that.
I don't understand that either. Let's go.
He said, "Let's go."
This one ain't that bad.
Yeah, but in my eyes,
he look like yeah. Sit on my lap. Yeah.
Damn.
Ugh.
Oof.
That just looks like a fail or a Santa fail right there.
That
That look fake though. Like a mannequin.
Yeah.
What is that? Blind Santa? Like, is that the Santa for the blind?
I guess so.
No eyes.
Skin all slick and stuff. Oh,
how you have greasy skin and you're Santa Claus?
This one ain't too bad.
It's just like it defeats the purpose. It's like, why are you so far away?
Yeah.
Oof. This one, frostbite Santa.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah.
What the hell? Yo, the kid looked like he had secondhand contact.
What?
Santa looked like he got smashed in the face.
Yeah. That got to be a mask, man.
Nah, Santa was small. Wait. Go back up. What was in his hand? What's that thing in his hand? Is that like the Homie the Clown sock? Oh, no, that's the kid's pants. My bad.
Yeah. That's what make it creepy on his pants.
You remember
like
Homie the Clown had that sock? He would slap kids in the head with
it? Yeah. What y'all think? Sounds like he had on something.
Yeah.
Why you got these weird looking kids in here too?
Yeah, kids are weird.
Is that Sarah? Or is that Uncle Robbie?
He look like he about to jack you.
Bro, look at the bag though. You see the bag?
Yeah, I know. Look at the kid the kid on the left, bro. He's crying.
Look at the kid on the bed is like, get him out of here.
Trauma. Yeah.
He's got a blue hat on.
But the kid, but the kid below his dad look like he ready to rob with Santa.
Yeah, they probably about to go hit the bank up. That's what that probably is.
And look at the dad. The dad got the cigarette hanging in his mouth. He was the ride with Santa.
Yeah.
Got the fur coat on. Let's continue.
Oh boy.
What the? That's like not even trying, bro.
A real person.
Yeah, that's like a scarecrow Santa or something.
Dang, that's scary.
What the heck?
Wait. Go back up to that. The other one before that.
Which one? This one?
Yeah. The kid looked more excited than Santa.
Yeah, he was trying to Santa look drunk.
Yeah.
You know,
that's like bad Santa.
But you know, a lot of them Santa Clauses, they get drunk like that, bro. Before they do
like
job.
Bad Santa, just like that movie Bad Santa.
What you gotta do to get through the day, Fatal.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We're just gonna breeze through these because there's a whole bunch of these, man.
Oh man, go back to the riff. Go back up one more. What the heck is that?
Dang, they wrong for that, bro.
What is that?
Like,
what is that?
Like Hellboy Santa.
Looks like the Nutcracker.
And if that thing came in my house, I'd punch it dead in the eye, man. What the heck? He got it just because you got a bad costume.
But the little baby like he about to throw up. The baby like he about to throw up, bro. He can't take it.
Why he got dirty coat on
dirty?
Too? Oh man.
You know what? It's 2 minutes. Oh, okay. We reached the end right here. This is the end.
Yeah.
These are the other ones right here.
Good Lord. Oof.
So y'all gotta be real careful during Christmas, y'all, man. Not
this year, man. Like I don't know what state y'all living in, but every Santa now is on social distancing attire, so you don't even get.
So speaking of Santas, you seen that the one Santa that was basically broke the law for the kid with the Nerf gun.
Oh,
what did he do?
That was terrible.
That was dumb. Like, come on, man. What are you doing?
How many little girls ask for a pony or a Pegasus? So they, and they oh yeah, sure, yeah, don't worry. But the kid can't get a Nerf gun?
Let the parents decide. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Let the
I'm about to
parents
say,
decide.
I feel like I missed some super chats. Oh, okay, I got them. Chris Caron, thank you so much, my friend. Let me blow you up. Here you go. Chris Caron with the $2 super chat, the original Jedi. He said funding for Mara needs her leggings for Christmas. That's this guy right here. This ain't me, man. That's him. That's not me. That is not me. That's this guy. This guy right here that act like he don't know what I'm talking about. You see how he froze?
You still ain't getting that
he
poor
blinks.
girl her leggings?
How you still ain't get that woman her leggings?
I know,
That
man.
poor girl, it's been like 2 years, bro.
It's
Why is he-
definitely,
is he really
definitely
frozen?
been like 2 years. He ain't frozen.
Holy
You saw him
crap, man.
blinking.
He's ignoring your ass.
Let me see.
Look at the eyes moving.
Got nothing.
Put him on blast, original Jedi. We got my boy Street Fighter Vega up in the house. Vega, thank you so much. Here you go, my friend. We got Vega in the house. He said, Dark Council in the house. Always good to see y'all gentlemen. All them Santas looking like a bunch of creepers. Nightmare Before Christmas for sure. Yes, sir. And we got my boy Riff Magos with the $10 super chat. Riff, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the love. You on the Fatal Ninja Patreon family. He said, hell, Jay sending you some love. How about a Star Wars Rogue One remake with Donnie Yen as the Ninja Jedi? Yes, that could be a thing. The gospel according to Mark want to see. I'm loving your videos. Riff, I want to say real quick before Mark get into it. They coming out with this Andor. Is that his name, Callous? Andor?
Cassian Andor.
They should have came out with the Donnie Yen joint. Because that's who everybody was asking about.
Who knows? Because you're absolutely right. I mean, we need Chirrut. We need a story.
That's his name?
About Chirrut Imwe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who was the guy who he was running with?
Blaze, Maze.
Because they both was in a temple or something together, right?
Yeah. They're in the same. It's not the Wills, but it's the. Why am I farting.
It is
right
the
now.
wheels, bro. It's the wheels. You right.
Is it?
The wheels are like the Force gods, basically.
Yeah,
No,
but
bro, but that's what they was in the temple of the wheels. That's what they was protecting.
yeah, but they were called the Guardians of the Wheels.
Guardians
Is that
of
what
the
it was?
Wheels.
Guardians of the Wheels.
I remember some with the wheels with them too. Those two.
I don't know why.
Because that big dude was just like a bodyguard of the temple.
No.
The wheels? Are we talking about wheels like tires?
No, wheels. Wheels.
WH
Like the will of the Force.
Oh,
Real
the
Big
wheels.
thank you so much. Sorry, man. I had to blow him up. I forgot.
Thanks for the shout out, Riff. I appreciate that, bro.
Riff, thank you so much. We're going to get to that, I promise. We're going to get to all that. We just got to get the silly stuff out the way. Terminus with the $2 super chat. This, kids, is why Santa claustrophobia is real. Is that a real thing?
It must be.
Well,
Yeah.
With kids being afraid of Santa, I mean that's not the technical term, but kids are afraid, just like clowns. Just
Okay,
like they're afraid of
so
clowns.
Well, real quick, John. I always wonder why do the kids got to sit on Santa now?
tradition, man.
Yeah, but why?
And that's the problem. You're taking your kids to
it's
some
in a-
strangers.
That's it.
Any
It's in
other
a
time you
book.
tell them don't talk to strangers. Now you putting them on a stranger's lap.
Yeah.
What are they supposed to do?
Bro,
John said it's tradition.
we grew up with that stuff, and we okay.
Yeah, but it's too much.
Now you're making all these kids so
okay,
so babies, man. Like they can't do anything.
Well, that's different though, Drug. I do feel you that sometimes
It's all adding up, man.
But when you put a stranger, a kid on a stranger lap, that's it.
But
I don't
listen,
ever
for you-
make my daughter hug anybody.
No.
if she
You
wanna
don't
hug
have to do that. But what I'm
Tell the
saying
truth.
is,
Tell the truth, Callous. Tell the truth.
for them to, no, I feel you. What I'm saying is, for you to get a job as like Santa Claus, you got to go through serious FBI paperwork and stuff. That's why you never hear. When's the last time you ever heard of a Santa molesting or anything a child ever? You know what I'm saying? Like you
It's not
never
about
hear
the
that.
child molesting the kid.
It's awkward.
The Santa molesting the child. It's about the development. What it says. So it's saying that as we sort of force that to happen, it normalizes it for that child.
I got what you're
You see
saying.
what
I mean,
yeah.
all I'm saying is they do it differently here. Like there's like chairs that the kids sit in, and Santa kind of stands behind them.
Yeah.
You know, like
I haven't seen run up and
I haven't
do it,
seen
and then
kids sitting on Santa's lap in forever. Like let's say, like at least where I live, the Santas that's been out there. But you want to know what's really scary? You want to know what the scariest thing is?
Yeah.
What's scary?
Today was the day The Last Jedi was released in the movie theaters. This is the anniversary.
So right now, no, I'm not there yet.
And on that note, Terminus, thank you so much.
Yeah, I think it was a 10 o'clock show here because they don't do the midnight shows anymore. They started earlier.
Yeah,
so I think I went to the 10 o'clock.
Well, let's keep it real tight because we almost done with what I want to show you guys because that's very great, Drunk, what you had to say about things are not the same, things are different. I promise you, y'all, we're gonna get into the Star Wars stuff. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about on the Star Wars. But Drunk, that's amazing that you connected that because this is probably why we're not doing Christmas tradition anymore. This is the awkward pictures we're getting from holiday family photos. This first picture right here.
Come on, man.
That's dead.
What the F, bro?
Just don't be in the picture. Just don't be in the picture.
It gets
No,
worse.
that's old school. Look at the hi-fi in the back.
Oh, that is old school.
There's
That's
no
old
excuse,
school.
Callous. There's no excuse.
So you think this dude right here with the shirt off, he probably like 80s, 90s right now?
Probably.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue. This one right here wasn't too bad, except for that woman that was high at the bottom. You see her? She just puffed the weed and she was out of there. But check this picture out. This really blew my mind. This your boy right here.
Wow,
man, his wife talked him into that stuff right there.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Like,
No, you
ah! When you went down, that meant
No.
you understand now?
Oh,
You understand?
Wow.
You thought it wasn't too bad, did you?
Wow. Wow.
And a grown diaper.
Look at your boy. Look at everybody in the jacuzzi. This is a little bit too close. What type of stuff they do as a family?
No.
You know what I'm
Everything's
saying?
cool as long as Dad's not sitting next to his daughter.
Okay, yeah.
It's weird.
Okay, I give y'all that. That ain't that bad.
No,
I give
that's
that.
weird.
What about this one though?
You just mad because you ain't got a jacuzzi.
I am mad though.
Who don't have a jacuzzi?
I'm sure you do.
Oh, Kelly's calling you out. He said, "Yeah, I got one."
I used to have an infinity.
Yeah.
I don't have it anymore.
When I was a peasant.
Upgraded to the Benz. But I ain't gonna buy nobody's shirt because I ain't trying to spend no money like that.
Here y'all go. Here y'all go.
Okay.
What did you say?
I have never.
I don't send no super chats because I don't try to spend that kind of money.
Stop.
But I do got that Benz in the back and a jacuzzi.
What was wrong with this picture? Right? Oh, do y'all see what I see in this picture?
He got a spot.
He got a spot. He
Oh,
this boy nasty. And he
He was just excited about Christmas.
Bro,
Let's just say they were eating and something fell in his lap. Let's
man. No, man. He forgot to do the second hand shuffle. After you done, you're supposed to
cover that up. Come on.
My father used to say, no matter how you shake and dance, drops of piss go down your pants.
That's a good one. That's a good one, bro. Let's continue.
That is good. That's a good one.
Wait a minute.
Is it?
You know what? I could. Is that inappropriate, or do y'all think that's funny? What y'all think?
It's just a little odd.
Yeah,
a little weird. It's an odd choice.
That's a little too much PDA in front of the
That's
kids.
too much in front of your children, ain't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
All right, let's continue.
You know, because that's how
If
they
they
do
would
it.
Oh,
No.
why?
No.
This too much, ain't it?
Why?
No.
Yeah.
Why?
No.
Weirdos.
Imagine that. I want to ask you a question. Would you take science lessons with them all?
I mean,
Yeah, you talking about anatomy,
Imagine.
huh?
You got what's the margin out the other way.
Hold on, man. Callous wasn't here for the butt talk, so you don't like the now. It's like
there was no butt talk. There was no butt talk. It was just
what? There was butt talk and red lights. What are you talking about, man? Like that was.
Oh.
No, I'm not bringing it up. Are we moving on?
Okay.
I want to get into the Last Jedi.
We ain't bringing that
Wait. Go back up to the plunger. What was the plunger about?
Oh no, he just
You probably don't want to know, bro.
He was tired of this.
But these are old school. These look like
Dude, Santa got a black eye. Hold on, go back up. Santa got.
You would think so, Callous. This is probably from last year.
He either got a black eye or he got some kind of fungi. Some fungi. That's when you don't put your kids on his lap. They're like, dang, Santa got a little eye fungus. You need to keep them, keep your kids away from it. All right. Why are you wearing bath towels? That's not so bad. The white.
Now,
yeah,
are these their Christmas cards that are being sent to other
people?
The white delegation does not endorse any of these poses.
There you go.
He said, as a member of the Caucasian Council,
oh my God.
I reject.
Real talk. Time out. Real talk. Ever since I seen that lady who got mauled by a monkey, I will never ever have any kind of monkey.
What was that?
That was
a lady got mauled by a monkey?
Yo, you didn't know
Tore her
about
face
that?
off.
Yo, he ripped her face off.
What?
Yeah, he
Ripped
he
her
chewed up
hands
her
off
face.
and her face
Her
off.
hands off?
Ripped
Yeah,
her
man.
hands off.
What kind of
She was-
monkey? Are
she
you
was
talking
like-
about an ape or a monkey?
It was a chimp.
It was a monkey.
Oh, that's
yeah.
not a monkey. That's an ape.
Yeah, that's an ape.
I don't care what you call it.
He was pissed off no matter what it was.
I would punt that monkey down the street if it was a monkey. Oh my God! Look at that. That's a. You know why he did that? That's from the music video "Dick in a Box."
Yeah, standing out loud. It's my junk in a box.
Wait, drunk. That's what you.
Hold
looking
on,
at?
bro.
Not the fact.
Hold on,
No.
bro.
No, wait,
Whoa,
scroll back up.
whoa.
Hold on, man.
What are you
Hold on,
doing?
fellas. I'm gonna get you. Just really, just He been exposed.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wait, no, Fatal, go back up.
Okay, this one.
No, to the one with okay. So do you see that dude, this Santa? Where are his eyes?
You know where they are, Kyle. Where they should be.
Yeah,
Old school.
And look at that! But look at that baby. That baby's like,
Santa's trying
is
to
mommy kissing Santa Claus tonight? I saw mommy kissing Santa.
Look at his hands, though, bro. Look where his
You
hands.
see, word. Once I saw this picture come back,
Hold on.
I would
Real talk. Real seriously, don't move that picture. All the ladies in the chat, which person on the Dark Council would you like to see in that present? Imagine and I taking requests. That's what I heard. But, so
DMs are wide open.
If we
Mark's
get
got a
wide
Mark said
open.
he got a special delivery. If
we get the 100
why Mark do the layback laugh? But for real though, for real.
Hey man, what y'all think about this picture right here, though, bro?
Hey, look, black Superwoman said me. See, I always attract. I love the caramel women, man. Come on,
Bro, what do y'all think about this picture with the boy putting the star on the tree?
Well, I don't even want to look at that, man. What are you talking about? I don't even.
Bro, he out of there though. Was he?
Lorena wants all of us in that. So I'm just
I ain't gonna lie, that was a good picture right there, though.
Come on, Mara. You don't want my picture? She said pass. Wow. All right. Man. Lorena says, why do I have to pick just one of y'all? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Rip Magos, thank you so much for showing love tonight. We really appreciate you.
What color package you gonna have, Mark? I think I'll go with the purple white lace.
Purple white lace. Purple white lace.
Oh, purple with the.
I'm going to change the subject real quick.
You know what I mean?
This is a big pause moment. Riff, thank you so much, sir.
The instant Kamehameha. I love that.
Riff Magos, thank you so much for the $5 super chat love. He said Ryan Head is the Grinch who stole Star Wars. Hashtag the fandom menace.
Yes, sir.
Riff, thank you so much. And we supposed to switch topics, but before we do that, Dark Council is going to take a quick commercial break.
These folk be trying to talk about me. Boy, I'm ready. Now. Hey, look. As soon as I walked in my friend's house, I started looking around. I was looking left, looking right, looking right. Look, I must have heard his mom and them up in there arguing. Hold on, y'all. Y'all hear it? Listen. I told you. Well, this ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't my mama. Look, I was just listening to them like they do this every time I come over here, bruh. I came over here to play Fortnite. I ain't come over here to listen to the audio or more to come back. I'm just sitting right here because my mama cool with her. But I'm just sitting here like, man, my mama don't come and get me, bruh. These folks crazy.
Man, that was Fatal J home video.
Bro, I look like that as a baby.
One-on-one.
I look
People
like
say
that
I'm
as a baby.
What Lorena said I would sing Purple Rain in my purple box. Drunk is extra tonight. What you mean? Every other live stream tonight is talking about The Last Jedi. I was just saying we should at least say that if it wasn't for The Last Jedi, I don't think any of us would be here together. So I will give Ryan Johnson for that.
Hey, before it gets too late.
Oh God!
And he start to pass out.
Let me spit something for y'all real quick.
Woo, that's what I'm talking about.
Let me spit something for y'all real
Hit
quick.
it. All right, for real. I'm not gonna clown you. Let's do it. Why are you laughing?
Because that's funny, man. Get your fire emojis out, everybody. The Majin, I got some heat for you.
Yeah.
You see how he switched modes.
Let's go.
Yeah, we got the echo.
I told you.
No, we gotta stop talking.
I distinctly said that earlier, but y'all was like, you making excuses. I told you what was going to happen.
Echo chamber.
This is what we going to do.
Rip your shirt off when you do this.
We gotta shut up.
DJ Khaled.
All right, we got to be quiet.
This is for everybody out there. who feel some type of way about what we do, we just gonna tell you like this right here. Y'all ready?
We ready.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Better than me. You better than me. So you think you better than me. You really think you better than me. So you think you better than me. You really think you better than me. You ain't got nothing for me. Better than me. Nothing. Check it. Now how's this? The best got better. Big Grizzly. Come on. Top my shit. It's simple. You got no chance. I exist. The trample the weak. What's your cause? Don't speak. Epiphany. My great idea. You out of here. Be gone, peasant. I rule your presence beneath me. And when I spit, you fall. You worthless. See, you amount to nothing. Short story. I eat planets, unstoppable. I can't quit, I'm heartless, you full of shit. Better off believe the president, my empire will seek peace and justice, efficient level. My planning is spotless on top of the game. I'm done, feel pain, been a pleasure. To put you in place, the damage is done, vanish, close the case. So you think you better than me? Really think you better than me?
Yeah.
So you think you better than me? You really think you better than me? So you think you better than me? You really think you better than me? You ain't got nothing for us. Better than me, nothing.
Verse 2.
And we out. Quick 16 for y'all.
That's what I'm talking about.
Booyah.
Not breaking them heat bombs early into the show.
You ain't better than me.
Fellas, something came out last week.
Pause.
Disney had. Oh, yeah.
Something came out.
I'm glad you got me. Yeah, you got it. That's a good correction. But something came out on Disney's valve, not from Vader J, Investors Day. And we see a slew of new Star Wars shows coming out. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at everything that's coming out. We're going to say, is it going to be something dope? Is it going to ruin canon? We're going to take it from there, fellas. This is what Miss Kathleen Kennedy had to show us last week. Almost said today. Boom. What are y'all thoughts? What is everybody's thoughts on this?
A whole bunch of nothing. That's what it is. Empty promises. That's all it is.
Out of everything there, the only thing I'm even slightly interested in, and I'm still very cautiously optimistic about that, is the Obi-Wan Kenobi. And that's it.
I don't know, man.
I got a video coming for what I'm interested in, but I'm, of course, the Mandalorian. I'm interested in Rangers. I'm interested in Ahsoka. I'm interested in Andor. I'm interested in an Obi-Wan. Bad Batch.
Yeah, the man hang out at the Den of Nerds. Now he a Disney shit.
And the Acolyte.
Whoa.
Listen,
We lost the good one, boys.
No. There's no.
I'm just kidding, bro.
My stance has never changed. I'm all about constructive criticism and honest criticism. So my love for Star Wars has never changed. I have never flip-flopped, never changed my perspective. I am interested and always cautiously optimistic. That has always been my stance.
No, it hasn't.
Yes,
all
it
right.
has.
So, all right. But let me say,
I'm just kidding.
If Obi-Wan fights Darth Vader,
I don't think that's going to happen.
No. That's not the question I asked. I said, if does that break the lore and the canon of what Lucas?
Absolutely does. It actually.
That's all I wanted to know from you.
If that happens, it breaks
Callous.
episode 4. If that happens, it destroys A New Hope. I don't think that's going to happen. I think she chose her words
poorly.
Not necessarily poorly, intentionally, because what she's doing is stating the fact that Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader is going to return on the screen with Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. Not that the two are going to be going against one another.
She said they're going to have another epic face-off.
She said rematch, right?
Rematch, epic rematch.
I think that they do a lot of what they do for the purpose of shock value and to continue to divide people, because automatically people will go one of two ways with it, or possibly even three. They'll either say, "Oh, I'm all for it," or I'm against it. Either way, it builds them, right? So either way you go with that statement, they're going to gain press. It's intentional. I'll wait and see, and that's when I'll pass judgment. I don't think that they will dare put Obi-Wan Kenobi against Darth Vader again. It will completely destroy the lore as it stands. Darth Vader said a presence I haven't felt in. You know what I'm saying? Like he straight up stated that in A New Hope. So they have not seen each other since the last time that they faced off, except in the novelization when Obi-Wan actually sees Darth Vader and when he's on Tatooine and he hears of Darth Vader's existence and the fact that he actually survived, because that's in the Kenobi book at the end of, I think it's the reprise of the Kenobi book. That's where he learns that Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker survived and is now Darth Vader. So it will destroy all of that.
The recent article is out that said they're going to answer the question of Obi-Wan once thought as you do, which that doesn't. I guess you could bend that narrative a little bit, but wasn't that while Anakin was the Padawan under Obi-Wan to train him? Isn't that what Darth Vader was saying when he was talking to Luke when he was like, Obi-Wan once thought as you do? Remember that scene in Return of the Jedi?
I remember that.
Yeah,
when he was like bringing him back to the light. He's like, Obi-Wan once thought as you do.
Well, he did try to bring it back to the light before they fought.
In the Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That was the whole point.
Yes. Can I just read this article real quick from Kathleen Kennedy?
And real quick before you do that, so I just want to say another thing that I think, and I mentioned this on Keepers of the Force the other day. I think they might twist this Satan, like how you said in the novelization actually says Obi-Wan sees Vader on Tatooine, but I was gonna say, what if the fact they're gonna twist this for the show to say, oh, how would he know that he's more man than machine? I mean, machine than man if he hadn't seen him. That's the only thing I can say where they might try to twist that. I hope they don't. Please, I hope they don't.
I'm just disappointed we're not getting that Poe Dameron movie.
What's that? The Poe Dameron movie.
Poe Dameron movie?
Slick.
I'm just saying. Where's the sequel trilogy at? Where you at?
Where you at? Exactly.
I don't see anything that even acknowledges their freaking existence.
Nothing. And what's great, and I don't want to give too much of the video away, but the reason why the Rangers interest me is because of how the Mandalorian is setting that up, or at least how I figure that it's setting it up after these last two episodes, where now we're going to have Mayfeld, and we have Shand, and we have Cara Dune, right? So you have two snipers and a shock trooper, right? Because when you see Cara Dune see Mayfeld take that shot, right, in the last episode, her eyebrow raised. And that's when she decides to let him go. Well, why is she deciding to just let him go? There was interest sparked there, right? And so to me, these two episodes, right, they said Ahsoka and the Rangers are both going to be developed by spin-offs from The Mandalorian being developed by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. So I believe they're going to intersect. They're going to interconnect. So the Rangers, Ahsoka, and The Mandalorian, you will see them do this.
They're going to do like the DCCW, crossover events.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
So how is it that The Mandalorian is sort of the jumping off point for all these series, and the sequel trilogy was not that source of inspiration?
Well, because the sequel trilogy was trash.
Yeah, messed up.
And that's sort of an admittance without admitting it.
I agree.
Is what they say? Omission by omission, something like that. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Hey, but I want you. Let's just, instead of speculating, and we heard from
we can't do anything but speculate.
But we got to take it from the woman's mouth, the president of Lucasfilm. Let's take it from her mouth and see exactly what she had to say about this show, and then let's take it from there. And Keaton, I'm gonna get to you. Thank you so much, my friend, for sending the super chat. However, Kennedy verified rumors claiming Christensen will reprise his role as Darth Vader in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series during Lucasfilm presentation at Disney Investor Day. Now, this is Kathleen Kennedy talking. Obi-Wan Kenobi begins 10 years after the dramatic events of Revenge of the Sith. So she said it herself. This is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, where he faced his greatest defeat. The downfall and corruption of his best friend and Jedi apprentice. Anakin Skywalker turned evil. Sith Lord Darth Vader, Kennedy revealed. Now, Kennedy's still talking. Our fans will be thrilled that Hayden Christensen will be returning in the role of Darth Vader. This will be the rematch of the century. She's done talking.
Well, that's what she said during the press conference. We heard her say that. So that all came.
Oh, no, keep reading. Look at that. Rumors claim Christensen, Anakin Skywalker would also return through a series of flashbacks to important moments during the Clone Wars before he was anointed a Sith Lord. So maybe they're going to do some Clone Wars filming where he'll be in like the Clone Wars armor.
Yeah, it's not. I don't see how they could possibly have the two of them. Unless, like you say, Fatal, unless the intention is to rewrite the entire A New Hope. If that's the outcome,
I got two theories now on top of the New Hope reboot thing. My other theory, they're going to give us new old characters, and what I mean by that is this: they're going to give you a reboot version of Obi-Wan, a reboot version of Anakin Skywalker, a reboot version of Darth Vader.
Rupert.
But they've been
root beer.
They've been doing that though in the comics, and that so they've been rebooting these and filling in those gaps, and that's what this feels more like to me. I mean, it's 10 years, so during that time frame, remember that Anakin or Darth Vader, he was hunting Jedi during that time period because of the hatred that he had. He was full of hatred at that time. He was at his peak of when it came to the hate for the Jedi during that time period. And it wasn't until finally Palpatine was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, it's not even necessary. You don't have to kill every single Jedi. It doesn't matter anymore. That's not what's done is done. He saw the future. Palpatine saw the future. Remember, everything all the way up until Vader turns on him, Palpatine saw. Remember that. The only thing he didn't see was Vader kill him. He didn't see that. He saw Luke turning or Vader killing Luke. Those were the two futures that he saw. He didn't see and expect for Luke to change his father's mind and for his father to kill him and to absolutely at that time destroy the Sith by redeeming himself and then killing the Sith Lord that was still Darth Sidious. But he saw that everything was everything that I have foreseen. I have foreseen it. That's what he always said. I have foreseen it. That was always his plan. And that's just how powerful he was.
Well, the only way you're going to get me excited about it, Hayden Christensen coming back, is if I see Force goes to Anakin communing with Luke. That's the only way I'm going to be excited about that actor returning, because we keep going back and mining this cash cow, and we're destroying the little bit of lore that they haven't destroyed just yet.
But see, the whole problem with that is they're not even going to do that, because this is taken in between the Revenge of the Sith and New Hope. And if they were going to do that, that's the thing, and it's something I think we all have said this before. It's like, we know for a fact that Luke had a connection to Yoda, Obi-Wan, and his father, because we saw that at the end of Return of the Jedi, right?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
At what point were they not supposed to say, hey, son, Palpatine's still alive on freaking Exegol. You want to go snipe this fool for me? Wouldn't you think he would have been able, if anybody would have been able to tell that Palpatine was still alive, would have been them, because they are part of the Force now. And they didn't even do that.
That's the only way I'm going to get jazzed about Hayden Christensen coming back, because I like him in that role. I like the actor.
I never had a problem with him.
No, I never did. Just real quick. Keaton, you timed it just right. He said, I think they will fight in a vision or dream sequence. Now, we do know in Star Wars movies, they do have dreams. The Jedi have dreams of fighting. Would y'all take a rematch between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin if it was a dream sequence fight? Would y'all accept that?
No, sir.
No.
Well, here's what I want to say, and I mentioned this before.
So much.
It's the game that they had in the Revenge of the Sith game in PlayStation 2, where it had the alternate ending when Anakin actually won. I could see Anakin having that dream of if he won. I could see that. I'll be cool with that if they do like, if I had won, if I used more the dark side and flipped over him more, and I could have, something
or if
like that.
Obi-Wan had the same thought process, because remember, he's riddled with guilt. Obi-Wan, this whole time, he's carrying that guilt with him. So this was somebody who they had a not really a father-son, but a older brother sort of connection with, right? And so during this time period, and up until in that, that novelization, where he actually sees that he's still alive, he thought that he was dead. Could you imagine thinking that you just left your best friend to die, and the way that you left them to die? He was ready to face Palpatine before he was
brother Anakin.
Exactly, before he would want to go and fight his own brother. Why? He's no way he was going to beat Palpatine. No way. So he was willing to accept that death over killing his best friend. You know what I'm saying? Or his brother, if you will. So if they had a dream sequence where it was either one of them, really, that it's not unbelievable to think that the two of them may have that thought because of the guilt that you have inside. Now, I just don't want them to make anything as far as the two of them confronting themselves again.
Callous, I know why you saying that. I know why you saying that, because if they meet up again in any shape or form or fashion, it's going to ruin
ruins it. Absolutely. It ruins it. He can't even see Obi-Wan. Vader cannot even see Obi-Wan.
And that's what I was telling Fox and dmajini. I would be cool if we see Vader over here and Obi-Wan over here and they never interact. You know what I'm saying?
He can't see him.
Yeah. Drunk, what's on your mind, sir?
This is what I find funny. Excuse me. Kathleen Kennedy, and I'm gonna bring this up, and then I'll let everybody talk. So forgive me. Let me get this out real quick. When they were building Galaxy's Edge, they were building Tatooine, Coruscant. That's all documented. That was all part of the plan. They were going to do all three trilogies: the Millennium Falcon ride. Then they had the Rise of the Resistance ride, which I think I'm the only one that's ever done that ride. For the sequel trilogy, and then they had a ride for the anyway that got scrapped. Kathleen Kennedy came in and says, "We, as Lucasfilm, are moving forward. We're not going backwards with Star Wars. There's more stories to tell forward from the sequel trilogy than backwards. All right, just hear me out. Galaxy's Edge was cut between Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. It takes place in that time period. Now, all of a sudden, they announced all these, about 8 Star Wars properties, and then Indiana Jones and Willow. Everything is revolving around Mandalorian. So there's like a couple shows coming out of Mandalorian. The Obi-Wan takes place in the back. That ain't moving forward. Not one mention of the sequel trilogy was mentioned. Not one character, no Finn spinoff, not even a cartoon. The last thing that we hear from the sequel trilogy is the holiday special Lego. And that's not really Lucasfilm. That's a whole different company that got the license to do that. So just so everyone knows, like, they could do whatever they want. It's a Lego thing. But so Kennedy has talked out of her mouth several times, and it makes me wonder that if Favreau is like, playing a little bigger game, saying, because Ahsoka's a spinoff from the Mandalorian, everything's a spinoff from the Mandalorian. Now the question is at hand. If Favreau, which has been tons of people have come out and said that Favreau hates the sequel trilogy. Now, I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying, speculation, rumor,
That's
whatever.
good.
I don't see how you.
Do you think? Hold on. Do you think Callous and everybody else? He is positioning. Listen, he's a Marvel dude. What we're seeing is Marvel all over again. And everything leads to one big fight. Are we seeing him take Star Wars to the veil?
Yes.
To time travel and fix the sequel trilogy?
Let's hopefully not time travel, because I know that we have the World Between Worlds, which Filoni made canon, if you will, through Rebels, and so you do have the World Between Worlds, which is a way that they could do that. But I do think that they are trying to tear down and then reconstruct what has been put in place for us, and I think that's why I'm just optimistic, but cautiously optimistic about what they're putting forward. But just like you said, we've got the Bad Batch, which is going backwards. We've got Obi-Wan Kenobi's going backwards. We've got Ahsoka and the Rangers also going backwards. Even though it's 7 years after Return of the Jedi, it's going backwards. And you have only the comics that have, and they haven't even gone forward from the last of the sequel trilogy, but they filled in some time period up into the sequel trilogy, right?
Hold on a second now. They wrote books before The Rise of Skywalker, and they actually cracked their own books apart when The Rise of Skywalker came out. So they actually broke their own lore with the books. So all I'm saying is there could be, it could be, everything's coming around Favreau. That's all I'm saying. Everything, it seems like all the shows are coming around Favreau. And they're all kind of connected to the Mandalorian somehow. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I agree with it or like it or anything like that. I'm just saying the way it looks. That
I'm two things can happen. Listen, though, if they came up with the World Between Worlds, they're going to use it. They're going to use it somehow. It's just not there for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you're saying is now we're going into a Star Wars multiverse, which is Marvel. Mm-hmm. It's a Marvel thing. That's what I'm saying. Favreau's a Marvel guy. He helped build those 10 years. The other Marvel guys now part of Lucasfilm is going to come do a couple things. They got directors from Marvel doing it. Waititi.
Yes, because they're trying to fix Star Wars. They know that. No.
It's not fixing. It's changing. It's changing the universe to fit a Marvel. Look, Marvel was the most. Listen, whether you hate the Marvel films, they were the most successful 13-year run that people have seen of movies ever. Each movie that came out were making billions, man. Black Panther, all them billions. Endgame, the number one movie. What I'm saying is, whether you like them or not, at the end of the line, we're talking about money, okay? Disney is run by Money Corporation. Lucasfilm ain't run by George Lucas no more. This is about making money. So if they said, if it worked for Marvel, then we need to make it work for Star Wars. So let's just build a universe with all these little shows. And
the thing is this. The thing is, you can potentially, right? You can potentially, with the World Between Worlds, remember that the sequel trilogy starts 30 years after. Nothing has come up to that point yet. So this Jake Skywalker could in fact be Jake Skywalker that is in this universe over here. But everything else that they've done has connected to the Luke Skywalker that we know, and that runs up this timeline. That is potentially there, and that could be why they don't move forward with anything. Because
let me tell you the last thing. I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm talking. My guy that works at Hollywood Studios. The last time I was at Galaxy's Edge, we had lunch, and he goes, "Hey man, not trying to say anything, but we had a big meeting about possible changes to Galaxy's Edge next year." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, what kind of changes?" He goes, "I can't say, but I think Disney's found their big three. And just look for more of Ahsoka instead of Rey, baby Grogu instead of whoever,
Yep.
And Thrawn as the big bad guy. Kylo Ren never fit the role of the bad guy. Nobody cares. Rey never clicked.
Hate that.
Rey never clicked with anybody. But Ahsoka has. Grogu is everyone's favorite. Or, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people hate that thing, but I'm just saying, honestly, that's their moneymaker. So they found their holy trinity because it's not Kylo and Rey. It's not them anymore, but now it's Thrawn, Ahsoka, and Grogu will be their trend. And if they redo the parks, it's going to spread out to everything else. That's all I'm saying.
But listen. They don't even have. You have the potential that you have here. Okay, because we can skirt the damn sequel trilogy at this point, right? The potential that you have here with Grogu and then Ahsoka, right? You have Luke Skywalker in universe at this point. This is 7 years after Return of the Jedi, right? So he is searching for Force relics. He is rebuilding the Jedi, the new Jedi Order, right? Does she meet Luke Skywalker? Do we get a new Jedi Order and move forward from that point? Is that something that happens during this time period? There's a lot of ways to keep Luke intact, especially if you get Thrawn during this time period. Because remember, after Palpatine died, the big baddie was Thrawn. So just like we have Jade Shadow here, are we potentially going to see Mara? Are we going to Mara?
All I'm saying is,
they can actually bring Mara in now.
Bring Mara in now.
Grogu and Thrawn is not better than Kylo Ren and Rey. Mara, are you seriously saying that you would rather have Rey and Kylo Ren and whoever else they have? And
okay, so I want to say one thing too. I want to say one thing too. The Acolyte, right? That is supposed to be done by Leslie Headland. Now I remember.
That's gonna be so much trash.
I remember at one point they said that she was doing something in a different galaxy, only to find out it's at the same time as the High Republic. That's what that show's happening.
No, it's after.
It's after same in that time. It's in between the High Republic and the Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace. So it's not in another galaxy. It's in between in this universe. In between those two things.
And if we are to believe, I mean, we don't really know, but typically when they speak of acolytes, you think of dark side users, right?
Yeah, I would like to see that. I would
like exactly. To see that. So the tone of that it's not really they didn't really give us a trailer. They just gave us the shot, right?
Yeah, the logo of it looks kind of like Sith type of.
Exactly. It looks more dark side. So are we going to then explore what the Sith were doing during this time period? Because they existed during this time.
Oh, they did. Yeah. And that's I am a firm believer. I hope they don't do it because I don't want them messing anything up. But you do have Bane Sith, but there are other Sith out there. Well, the lost tribe of the Sith are out there. So the Bane Sith is the one Sith, the focal of the entire George Lucas thing, but there is other Sith out there, whether they be in hiding or marooned or wherever they are. But there are other Sith lords out there.
You're missing the whole point, Damaj. I hear you loud and clear. This is Disney Star Wars. They changed the game when they won't even let people get their hand cut off with lightsabers. They don't want a Darth Vader villain. They want exactly what Mara says. They want a Disney Scooby-Doo villain because they're aiming this thing. Listen, I
gotta completely disagree with that. After these last two episodes,
are they giving us a bad villain yet?
After these last two episodes, granted sequel trilogy, no hands got chopped off, right? But when you see Temuera, maybe it was just Temuera's the way that he embodied Fett, but the violence for which he used against those stormtroopers, if you didn't feel the anger in Boba Fett, I don't know.
Man, but it was plastic.
Bro,
it was plastic smashing, man.
Okay, it wasn't Disney-fied.
It was plastic smashing. That's all. Listen, I hear you.
These are still people. These are people underneath those helmets, and beneath that plasteel, these are
you had Ahsoka through the whole episode trying to and not one person got a lick. Like not one person, you know. You had Ahsoka who beats Darth Maul, who fights Vader, and can't even beat a chick with a stick. You know, right off the top. I'm just saying,
why she didn't. We don't know why she didn't beat that chick.
Well, she didn't want to kill her automatically. She wanted information.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Callous. I'm just telling you, like Disney, you have to think Disney princesses with everything is toned down. You look at the tone of DC movies compared to Marvel movies. Marvel movies are it is family friendly. I'm just telling you.
When I remember sitting in the theater and watching Scar throw his brother off that cliff.
It's a cartoon, man. Did you see him get stomped? Did you see him get curb stomped?
Did you feel that though? Did you feel that?
Yeah, but I also felt Aladdin singing a whole new world because I know he was thinking about that.
I remember that, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
But isn't it true? Isn't it true that Disney's supposed to be making the 18+ type of thing too? Isn't that? Didn't I hear them say they're supposed to be doing that?
I haven't heard anything about that.
I don't even know what that is.
I'm not saying they don't kill people. I'm just saying, like, we've had multiple Star
I will
Wars
say this. You are correct.
And not one. The only person that got cut in half was Snooki. All right, he got cut in half. But even that, they tried to like blur it out in the back. You know, he just kind of toppled over.
I will say this: when you look at Ahsoka's fight, and she's cutting trees in half and not cutting people in half, that's a problem. Because if she's strong enough to cut trees in half, those people should have been being cut in half. Simple as that with a lightsaber.
And then, all right, listen. You didn't think? Listen, I like Boba Fett being in there. That's my dude. But when he pushed that boulder down and none of them got out of the way, I was like,
"You mean when fan?"
Yeah, that's what I meant. And everyone's just like, "Here comes the big rock, everybody! Get out of the way!" And they all got ran over. I was like,
"That was kind of crazy."
That was a little cartoonish for me.
Was very
what y'all talking about in the Mandalorian?
That was very cartoon. Because especially the guy that kept trying to shoot it. I'm like, bro, move. Just move.
Yeah. That's what I was the same way.
Well, y'all hold on. We gonna get to that in a few seconds. But I still want to talk about this.
It's all good conversation. I love having this kind of talk. It's all good,
man.
What do y'all see on here?
I don't really get angry. I just get passionate.
He's mad at me. He just sent me a text saying you better shut up. I'm
in the private chat. I'm
in words to like dish you, and then
this guy.
But this one I want to say, fellas, before we go to the next subject. What is this that doesn't? What is a title on there that you think doesn't deserve to be made?
Indiana Jones. Please don't make Indiana Jones. The guy's 85 years old. They're not going to have a good story. The only rumors I've heard about Indiana Jones is that he basically gets caught. And because he knows all these government secrets, someone's got to go break him out. And that's going to be the how that works. Like they're going to save him. That's a rumor again. That's a rumor. Don't hold me to it. But I keep looking into Indiana Jones and I'm like, I love Indiana Jones too.
I was curious what they were going to do with that.
What are they going to do?
I can tell you what I don't want to see up there. Definitely, I don't want to see Orlando. And I agree with you and I agree with you about the Indiana Jones. But what is that? Children of the Blood and Bone? What is that?
Dude, I'm down with Lando. I want to hear some smooth talking.
I'm ashamed of you that you don't know Children of Blood and Bone, dmajini.
But you need to be ashamed of me too, because I don't know
what that is.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's good. If you don't read, then you won't. It's
Fox, you know what that is?
Nope. It's young adult sci-fi fantasy by Tommy. I actually have one. Hold on one second. I'll get it.
Okay, well, while he looking for that, do y'all think Lando gonna have some sexual robotic stuff?
Yes.
Yeah. They're gonna double down on that shit.
It'll be suggestive.
They'll
explore.
I think nobody asked for the Andor series.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
It's gonna be weird. Bad Batch, I don't mind that. Willow, actually, I really love Willow. I don't know how
I love Willow too, bro. That's gonna be dope if they do it right.
They're gonna
try Nomad Mardigan. So I honestly think Visions is gonna be cool because it's Japanese animation with Star Wars. So I'm kind of like a droid story, C-3PO.
I don't know. Maybe a live action.
Am I the only one that is tired of Ahsoka?
I think it's animated.
You ain't by yourself.
Yeah,
I think
she's being overused. I liked her, but I think she's being overused.
Well, I was listening to the drunk,
it
and
was
this
great
is
seeing
my
her.
theory. This is my theory, and let me blow Callous up. But this is my theory about what's going on with Star Wars. You know what they doing? They doing a Filoni verse.
I can't believe you.
Well, that's a thick book, man. How long
You
that
didn't
take?
take full price, 20% off. I saw the price.
Yeah, right.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Callous a reader.
Yeah.
But I want to say this real quick.
Callous a
real
writer.
fast,
That's
though.
why.
That's what's up. Me too. But hey, this is the thing. I think this is going to be the Filoni verse. Look at all this stuff. This is basically Filoni's universe right here.
Exactly what I've been saying.
Yes.
I said that for like 20 minutes.
No, you did. You said Favreau was doing this, but this is the Filoni verse because they using all his characters.
We're not.
That's what. It's Filoni Favreau. They've been talking about that. Especially, I mean, you should know that, Fatal. Josh been saying that.
But why did they choosing his characters? His characters are mediocre.
I know. Drunk got upset, but I'm just.
I mean,
but it's true. It's true.
I don't understand this.
I promise I was listening to him, but this is the thing. He was talking about John Favreau the whole time. He wasn't talking about Dave Filoni.
They've coined that the Filoni verse, just like you have on the Marvel side, the Marvel verse. What are they?
Feigeverse,
yeah, Feigeverse, exactly. So that's that's the play.
I just don't get this.
The first person I heard say it was Josh. So.
I just don't get this. Where the F is Luke? Where's Han?
Luke is being written out, man.
But this is the thing, y'all. What are the F are they do? What are they doing? I mean, recast them if you have to, and let's dig. I mean, I've been getting into the EU. Listen to all you intelligent people with all this knowledge, and I've been digging in. My God, you can't read a book without having some badass scene of Luke doing something or Han doing something. I mean, even the courtship of Princess Leia had a badass scene.
You have to give people the opportunity, Fox, to cut away from what we've last known of those characters, right? So if they are in fact going to use the world between worlds to build out these characters, give people the opportunity to forget that the sequel trilogy happened. And for anybody, let me say, for anybody who enjoyed it, you're entitled to your opinion. I have no ill will.
And I'm saying not for nothing. Leave the events of the sequel trilogy in their place. We have 30 years of activity where we could show something and still not have the character of Luke be destroyed or Han or Leia in their prime, so to speak.
You can't. There's at least in my opinion, you cannot have an outcome that we have from The Last Jedi with Luke Skywalker and him be the Luke Skywalker that we know from the expanded universe.
I do not disagree
during that time period.
No,
because
I do not disagree.
They just do not line up.
I do not disagree at all, but I think there's a window of opportunity there before they say he, went to the bottle and gave up on life. You have a time frame where fans could get a little morsel of what we could have had.
The problem
they're
with
not taking advantage of that.
The problem because if you don't erase that, then all of this would be for nothing. It would make no. If you're telling me that the outcome is always going to ultimately be that Luke, then I don't.
You mean Groundwalker?
Then I don't want to see Luke again.
I get what you're saying, Callous. I agree with you with that.
I mean, it's like someone on a respirator. They're not breathing on their own. We're just hoping they're going to pull through. We understand where this goes. We know Luke is not going to be with us much longer, but we have a little period of time where we could do something with the character. And I just don't understand why we've completely deviated from the big three.
But a lot of people would be pissed off, though. A lot of people, if they see Luke in all of his grandness and even Han, all you're going to be thinking about is, oh man, but then they end up like this. You know what I mean? Exactly. Like I've heard a lot of people saying that all roads lead to The Last Jedi and the Force Awakens and all that stuff.
They do, but
so it's kind of a downer, man.
I agree, but I think that there's a journey they could at least take. I mean, if you have those within Lucasfilm that hate what happened to Luke and want to give us something within this timeline that has been created, why don't we see something? Why are we getting Cassian Andor? Same thing. We know what.
But look at Solo, for example. You know, they tried to give us young Han Solo. I mean, we all know that was crap, but that was their idea. That was their idea
pulling
of
the fatal right now. Drunk is pulling the fatal. Just to be clear,
he went to do something.
He's chowing down.
He pulling a fatal right now.
Real quick, while y'all taking this break, Makini, thank you so much. This is what we want to do to Ryan Johnson. Let me read this super chat real quick. Then we're gonna get
shoes, they get me all the time.
Makini, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Disney and Lucasfilm are basically turning Star Wars into the MCU. That's true. And that the MCU formula won't work for Star Wars, in my opinion. He right, though. Callous, your thoughts. What you think? Fox, what you think?
Didn't I just say that?
I know that, sir. I know that. But I want to hear everybody else's different perspective. They might have a different opinion than you, sir. Why you dropping crumbs? Look at you. I want to hear their perspective. Do y'all think this is turning into the MCU like Drunk said?
Yeah, I think they're doing that.
Yeah.
I
think there's
man. I grilled some Maui man and sliced cucumber and onions with a little lime juice on here.
That sounds good.
Slightly toasted bread.
I can't eat anything for the next 12 hours either. Shut up.
I'm just saying.
I can't eat anything for the next 12 hours. Shut up.
It tastes good, man.
I do what I do before I go to the doctor. I fast before I go, so my blood pressure will be down when I go get shit. Jane Theory, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Disney can't erase their ST. Too much shame and pride, but they can pretend it doesn't exist. Thank you so much, Jane. Here you go. I'm gonna give you a solar flare.
Solar flare!
But she's right, and the easiest way to do that is to create a separate universe. So you
wasn't that their concern before, though, that if they put Luke into the story, he would overshadow all of the new stuff they're trying to do?
Yeah, that's what he needs to do. Though. He needs to do that.
But I think that's the reason why they try to stay away from Luke. You know, because he's just gonna make it all about him.
But the thing is, if they continue to explore like a story during this time period, it is kind of all about him, because he is still the one person who does rebuild the Jedi Order, right? During this time period, we have the new Republic that's being formed. Leia is an intricate part of that. Leia becomes a Jedi Knight during this time period as he's building his new Jedi Order. You introduce Thrawn into that. Well, then we have to see that story progress just like that. So now we have the introduction of Ezra, we have the introduction of Ahsoka, however they fit into that story. But what we know is within that storyline is Luke Skywalker, Mara Jade. In those two people definitely are in that time period with Thrawn.
Callous, how do you feel about them essentially using Ahsoka and Ezra to take the place of somebody like Corran Han and I think they're gonna. I think that's what they. If they do it, you're thinking they're gonna do, like, make a separate universe and kind of build like that. I think that's what they're trying to do. It's kind of use them in places of the Jedi that we knew about and move forward from there. But
I do have a video about that.
Respect, and I'm gonna watch it.
But that's exactly right. So and it's not to say that I want to see them replace Corran Han or Mara or now I'm forgetting all of their names. The top five. What was her name? The Night Sister. Because remember, we have Cal Kestis, we have Seer Junda, we have Ahsoka Tano, we have Ezra Bridger, and we have Night Sister Merrin. So those are the top five of the top five that we have from Luke's Jedi Order. Right. Mm-hmm. And so it's not to say that they would replace them, but those were the ones that you could introduce now from the lore that they have established right now. Mm-hmm. And then we could introduce the established characters from the EU at a later time. Right. But they can work with these characters right now because we have these characters right now. There's no reason to reintroduce them. We have Seer Junda in the comics, in the video game. We have Cal Kestis in the comics, in the video games. We have Night Sister Marin in the comics, in the video game. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have all of these characters already set, and so they could be I don't want to see them as the foundation of his Jedi Order, because we know that they're not the foundation of them, but they could in some way be incorporated. And if they choose to keep the sequel trilogy intact, we have to remember that Ahsoka Tano was one of the voices that Ray Palpatine heard. And so if she's right now saying that she's not a Jedi, well, how does she hear the voices of the Jedi from the past? She has to have reestablished herself in the
Jedi.
Order. Yeah. And so the only way for her to have done that during this time period is for her to meet Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Common Sense of America, thank you so much. Meet dmajini's cousin. That gives me every time. Common Sense America with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Did y'all hear about the supposed alternate episode 8 story that JJ wanted to do instead? Would have saved the reputation of Luke. Let me tell you something. If they would have let what's his name, Colin Trevorrow?
Trevorrow.
If they would have let him do what he was going to do, it would have saved the sequel trilogy. Period, point blank. But for some reason, they fired him, got rid of him.
What was he supposed to do?
Because he was gonna make.
Well,
Luke
he didn't want Luke. He didn't want Luke dead. That was the whole reason. That was the reason why they fired him, because he didn't want Luke dead.
Luke was supposed to be staying there at the end of 7.
Yes.
In the Force with rocks floating and all that. That's why he was in white. That was the original script. That was some of the original interviews that even Daisy Ridley was talking about, this overarching story that JJ, or an outline that JJ had written. When the stupid little, human baby Ryan Johnson came in and just did what he wanted to do, it just blew everything up.
And this is the thing, Fox. I'd never say his name.
Colin
Trevorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, Luke was going to save the day. Like, it was supposed to be a fight between Rey and Palpatine. I mean, not Palpatine. And Rey was getting defeated, and then all of a sudden Luke come in and grab his lightsaber with his bare hands. So I'm guessing he was still in Force Ghost mode, but he still was going to save the day. And if you peep the script was pretty dope.
And he should have done that back in The Force Awakens, bro. It was too late by that time. Man.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, you know what I mean? Luke should have had his triumphant return in The Force Awakens.
Yeah, that's what
you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, fellas, I know y'all don't want to see any of those shows. Are y'all interested in the Rogue Squadron by Patty Jenkins?
Hey guys, how do you know that Kathleen Kennedy is lying? Her lips are moving. That's right. Her lips are moving. I got no expectations for any of this whatsoever. I'll believe it when I see it. I think they got lucky with the Mandalorian, in particular Baby Yoda. I think that was an accident. But that became a phenomenon.
It was an accident.
Now they're trying to spin off a whole universe behind this, and I'm just not feeling it. None of it.
So I'm with you. It all feels forced.
Baby Yoda does not, in my opinion, he does not make. You could take Grogu out for me, and it doesn't change it for me, because my expectation for this was Mandalorian, and with the introduction of Bo-Katan, right? Mm-hmm. And now Boba Fett, we have the possibilities. Maybe season 2, season 3, whichever it is.
We got the salute, man. We got the salute. The brother is here. The president of the United States of America. Go ahead, Callous.
There you go.
No, I'm just saying that for me, that's where I want. I was looking for them to pull him out of the story. I was hoping that Ahsoka would take Grogu and train Grogu so that he's with her during the spinoff, because then that lets them concentrate on her and the Force. I'm more interested in, although it was dope to see her in all of her Jedi form, in that episode, I am more interested for this show for Mandalorian lore. That's why I love this show. So Grogu, for me, he doesn't make this show. I like
he doesn't.
He doesn't make the show for me.
He actually, to me, he drags it down.
Yeah,
the Mandalorian didn't start popping for the general audience until Baby Yoda showed up.
But Mark,
you know what I mean? That was the phenomenon.
Mark, right.
And I agree with you. You know, I was definitely in it for the Mandalorian, and
me
we
too.
were gonna explore that side of the universe.
Yeah,
but it took a detour with that whole dynamic between him and
that's true.
But that was, dare I say, business, because the intention is to loop in these other shows, right?
Yeah.
And so now we have to figure out how they're going to intersect. So he can't truly stay with Din Djarin.
That's
right?
why he's gonna be on the Ahsoka show.
Exactly. He's gonna have to go to Ahsoka's show. Din Djarin is gonna have to with Fett. I don't even think Shand is gonna stay with Fett. Fett is gonna have to deal with the fact that he was too a foundling through his father Jango, right? So Fett it's established that now Jango Fett is Mandalorian. That's lore now, right? Because you know how they flip flop. Well, now the way that they stated it, he was a foundling. He's a child of the Watch,
and
right?
Mando said that.
Yeah, so that makes him Mandalorian. So now we have to address the fact that Bo-Katan wants to reestablish the Mandalorian culture again on Mandalore, and that's where we can go in season 2 or season 3 with Din Djarin, Boba Fett, and Bo-Katan and hers, right?
And that's who I like. They should have did a show with her. I like Bo-Katan more than Ahsoka. I wanted to see more of her, but Abu Nas. Hey man, we love you. We miss you. We hope you safe on your vacation. And just for you showing that much love, sir, I'm gonna show you Frieza getting killed by Goku.
Huh? You fool!
To my brothers of the Dark Council, I'm sitting down enjoying the show. All of you is in top form. 19K Fox is a boss. Sorry that I'm not there to enjoy your company, but watching as an audience, I can safely say I am a fan. I love you all, and Abu Nas, we love you back.
Much love, bro.
We miss you, bro. We miss you, bro. Now, on that note, do y'all have anything else to say?
You know what he's doing right now? I'll give you one guess.
Cooking breakfast?
Cooking breakfast.
Cooking something, right? He is cooking something.
All right, fellas. Is anything else y'all want to say about this subject? Because we put the switch into the Mandalorian episode. Okay, good. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Y'all stick
about Mandalorian?
Yeah, it was all intersected.
No, we were talking about bits and pieces. So see, you always trying to mess up the flow. Can you stop, sir? Now
I am the creator of the.
And on that note, Dark Council has to pay some bills. Here's a quick commercial break.
Listen, I got this. I'm a big dog. You a poodle. Doggone it. I used to be pumping this stuff at the field house. Boy, this ain't nothing. Watch this. Yeah. Oh! Come and get it. Come and get it. Help me. Somebody moved the bench when I was trying to lift it.
That dude is on TikTok, right?
That dude is hilarious, yeah.
Bro, yo, that had to be like 50 pounds, yo. How did you not able to lift that?
Nah, but remember the bar is 45, so it was 95 pounds.
No, still, that's nothing, man. That's nothing.
There you go.
Abu Nas laughing because we said he cooking breakfast. He knows.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. When Abu Nas cook breakfast, I want to dive through the screen because it looks so good, bro.
Yeah,
pause.
Man, he got skills.
Yeah, but every time he's like, "What's up, fellas? I know it's 3:00. Thanks for all your support. I'm about to be done with this breakfast here, cooking breakfast." Don't he say that on our chat?
Yes, he does.
He does.
Could be 4,
Yeah.
8 p.m.
But then he's cleaning the kitchen. You know what I mean? So he cooks and he cleans, ladies.
He sure do.
Oh my gosh, he's got a video on his channel. All right, yeah, I'm off.
Go on and pull it up because I want to see it.
Pause.
He's got a cooking video.
Pause. Dang, I've been seeing some pause stuff lately. Man, y'all been catching me though.
I'm gonna find it.
Let's see what the chat is saying. Let's see what the chat's saying. Jane Theory, Abu Nas should have a cooking show. He would go viral if he had a freaking cooking show. I definitely agree. And when we do that Dark Council meetup, Abu Nas, you got to do breakfast, bro. You got to.
It looks like it could happen in March. It looks like it could.
Yo, bro. Oh, I'm glad you said that. You gotta make sure you tell me because the fiscal year almost up, so I gotta put my time in. So
I will, man. Because I plan on getting tickets like January, so you'll know like 2 months ahead of time.
Bro, I'm there.
So I'm going to New York.
You going to New York?
Yeah, I'm going up there.
Going to Florida.
That's later.
But I'm going to meet them.
Oh, okay. I understand. Handle business. I already know what you're talking about. Terminus EST with the $5 super chat love. Thank you so much, sir. I've been trying to stay on top of my game because you say Fatal JB slipping. Thank you so much, my friend. Here you go.
Y'all want to see?
I will be pissed if Boba Fett dies in the finale. Well done with Mando as well, but just further prove that Disney hates original Lucas characters. I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think Boba Fett now, Callous. I seen a rumor out there from some legit people. I'm just gonna go on and say the name, Grace Randolph. Now, Grace Randolph, sometimes she off, but most of the time she's on. And this is what she said recently. She said in the 3rd season, a Mandalorian in the middle of the season is going to do a 180, and instead of Mando, it's going to be Boba Fett taking over the show. And I don't heard that before. I think I heard that from you too, Drunk. Didn't you say something along those lines? You too busy laughing. I'm gonna see what you talking about. Candace, what you think about that though?
Well, I don't think that they'll kill him. Them bothering to.
You all right, D?
Them bothering to bring him back. I think that.
Would you accept that though?
Accept what?
Boba Fett taking over the show instead of Din Djarin.
Instead of Din Djarin. Well, the thing is, if at that point,
he almost fall out of his chair.
For real?
I did not almost fall. This dude is saying anything right now. He's saying anything.
What happened? What happened?
Whose phone is going off though? Somebody's phone is booming.
That's mine.
What happened though?
All I was doing was setting myself up. What are you talking about? There was no me falling over. You just say anything.
It's all right, D. It's okay.
Okay, let's see what John got to show us because he got the giggles.
All right, first of all, we're gonna see. It's gonna be small. It's gonna be small, but right here you can see Abu Nas running through New York right here, man. Look at him like running, doing his thing. He running in this video too. Look at that video. He's like running. But this is the one right here. This is breakfast. This is breakfast time with Abu Nas. Talking about Natalie Portman. Hey, he don't even put the pan down. Like he talks about what he's cooking, but he don't even really show it. You can hear it. You can hear it like grilling. You can hear it like popping. You can hear it, but he never really shows the breakfast.
You know what he doesn't get credit for though? Is how steady his hand is with that camera. I mean, he's 14 minutes. He got that camera out in front of him, right?
Yeah,
and it never is not shaking, and you know what I mean. He's steady.
Yeah,
yeah, because usually you need a stick for it to be there.
Yeah.
Pause. I caught myself on that one.
He's funny, man. He was in there, look right here, the breakfast chat with Abu Nas.
You know, I was on the phone with Abu Nas. We were having one of them deep talks, and Abu Nas came with that same stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on YouTube any much longer. You know, I'm not gonna be on there. You know, so that's why I'm representing y'all. You know, that's why I do my thing because I want to see y'all be great. You know me, I don't have too much longer to be on YouTube. You know, I said, Abu Nas, shut up.
You know what just happened to you? a straight Abu Nas when he's spitting and the shit go out. That just happened to you, bro. You was like, and then
Abu Nas. Let me tell you something about my brother. Abu Nas is so super talented. He don't even need to edit his videos or
I know.
I mean, he just there, and the people will come, bro. Pause. They'll just be there because he's just a talented person on his own. Then you got some other channels. They need to do all the digital stuff and have pictures sliding and stuff pop up.
What you trying to say, bro?
No, I'm not. See,
what you trying to say,
man?
It's not me.
Callous, you dope on your own too, bro.
Okay? What you trying to say, but we don't have to
Mark.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
You talking about Mark? Because Mark got a sting in his videos.
Mark is dope on his own too.
I know.
You not got nothing but love for you.
They trying to put me on. I'm trying to be nice and say good things about everybody, and they just always.
He's talking about my videos because he knows I gotta edit and redo and all that stuff, and try to make it funny.
I do the whole thing. First takes, I make mistakes, just keep them. That's that Eminem. You gotta.
I mess up on my videos all the time. Let me tell y'all a secret real quick about your boy Vader J. And imagine I don't mean to cut you off, but one time I did a video with a big giant booger in my nose. And you know what? I didn't even delete it. So if you look hard enough in the Fatal J archive, you will find a video where I had a big giant booger in my nose. And I was thinking to this point right here, I said, the people in the comments going to catch it and say something about it. And they never did. So
they just think it's natural. I like the Majini's intro. It's like, it's the Majini, I'm back with another one.
Fatal just try to get the views up on that one video. That video must have low. Go ahead, try to find that video. Go ahead, please. Try to find that video.
Got like 10 views on there.
You have to watch all my videos.
All right, fellas, we got 30 minutes left in the show. What did y'all think about the Mandalorian episode, The Believer? Wasn't it called The Believer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I truly believe. Now I had a theory. I don't already talked to
Fox. I truly believe from the believers. Sorry.
Okay, so you always making it slower.
That was funny.
Okay, let me get back to it. But I believe this, okay? And I said
I believe believers. Sorry.
You know what? I believe the children are.
That's what I kept hearing in my head. I kept hearing I can believe I fly.
Let them lead the way.
Let my wings fly away.
You're right. I'm sorry. I got problems.
All right.
Them a sense.
Let's start this. Jay,
good
you
night,
see you later, Jay. Jay, you leaving on the good stuff. All right, now watch this. I was talking to Fox. I was talking to DMajini Sunday night on Keepers of the Force. Shameless plug. But I believe this was. I truly believe that this episode right here was the episode where Pedro Pascal was throwing a hissy fit about the helmet, because the whole script of this. It makes perfect sense. And you remember the when he was wearing the Stormtrooper suit instead of his Mandalorian suit? Yes, I don't even think that was Pedro Pascal in that suit. Fellas, what are y'all thoughts?
Whoa.
What's the question?
I mean, he's
about the episode, man.
Oh,
you agree?
Because you was just preaching and then you said thoughts. Okay, bro.
Well, why don't you think it was him in the suit though? Like, what makes you think it wasn't him?
Well, you remember rumors. Everybody was saying that Pedro Pascal didn't want to wear the helmet. He didn't want to wear the helmet. He wanted to show his face. I just seen some inconsistencies in this episode.
He has 2 or 3 doubles, so it could have been him. Could have been somebody else, because when you watch one of the makings, it showed him. So I mean, I'm talking about even walking, not only doing stunts, even just walking. He will have, I think it's 2 other doubles, right? So it could potentially have been, could have been somebody else. Who knows? But are you saying that you think that it was another?
You choose the episode where he actually shows his face to say that it wasn't him. I mean, you got him. He's right there, bro. You see him right there on the screen.
No, what I'm saying,
he took off the helmet and it was him.
Yo, I'm done.
What I'm saying is, bro, is look.
Mark said you just lost all respect for.
You look at the inconsistencies, bro. Remember when they was in the cafeteria scene? You remember the cafeteria scene?
Yeah.
What was the point in him taking off his mask having his face scanned? What was the point of it?
Yeah, they messed up.
You see what I'm saying, Mark?
Yeah, they messed up.
Yeah.
This was the most. It was a good episode, but this was the most inconsistent.
Yeah.
Inconsistent. Did I say that word right?
Inconsistent. Yeah. But you said it right. I don't know if the context is correct, but but I'm just saying. But you're absolutely right, though. It didn't. Unless there was some reason for the facial recognition, or there was a retinal scan or something that would identify him as an Imperial, then it would have made sense for him to take his helmet off. But that not happening made it.
And now the Empire has the scan of his face.
Yeah.
So now how is he supposed to? You know what I mean?
But I enjoyed the episode.
No, I didn't think.
Couldn't they have made it an easy fix to dmajini, like saying like you got to show your face because they don't want a droid to do it? Like, couldn't they have just said that one little line and then said they just have to make sure you're not a droid? So
they could have did anything. What would have made sense? Who was? I think was it you, Fox, who said that? I think it might have been you who said it would have made sense if the captain would have said, "Hey, you got to take your helmet off for it to work," and then now the onus is on him to take his helmet off to make it work. Like if he's sitting there initially trying to do it with the mask on, and then you see the captain was over there, right?
Yeah.
And he said, "Hey, listen, you got to take it off for it to work," and then he's like, if I don't take it off now, I have attention on me. I mean, that would have made more sense then.
Well, see, Jan said it right. The scan had no purpose. It had. I think the only reason why that scene was there is so Pedro could show his face. That's it.
That's the only motivation for that to happen.
Yeah,
I mean, you could have done that in so many different ways. You could have had. Okay, we see that he's relying on the armor like it's Beskar during his fight, and then it breaks. And he realizes, so he's got to change up his fighting style. You could have had the helmet cracked, the stormtrooper helmet get cracked, and he can't wear it. I mean, you could have done it in different ways.
Yeah.
But it negates the point of Bill Burr's character being there. It serves no purpose. Why would you have a facial scan that searches for no one? I mean, you could have anybody in the world could just walk up to this terminal, anybody, as long as they're not on this New Republic database, and they could gain access, or they would have the coordinates to Moff Gideon's ship. That makes it just it makes
it makes Moff Gideon's ship now is not a strategic ship.
The most unsecure.
I actually thought that they were going to do it when they were up on the hill trying to decide who was going to go with him, because at that point then there would have been purpose behind it. The fact that they said, listen, you need to take your helmet off, or you know what I mean? Like it fit in that scene. But just like you were saying, once he gets into the base, there's no purpose behind
the helmet coming off should be the conflict within Mando reconciling the fact that his beliefs in traditional Mandalorian culture may be flawed, or it's his way of thinking, and
I just wanted him to bend over and fart, and it just pop off like something like that. That would have been fun.
What? Yeah.
What is he saying right now, drunk?
Drunk's head.
Drunk. Are you drunk? Are you drunk, sir?
I'm just trying to tell you that's how much investment I watched the show for one person, and then Bill Burr was excellent in the episode. I think. I thought he did great.
Everyone's great.
I appreciated what
Gina Carano was
they did. They effectively accomplished what they were out to accomplish. The fact that this is going to introduce the spinoffs for the new Rangers. That's what this one was about, right? The last one with 2 episodes ago with Ahsoka was obviously about her spinoff, because they're not encountering these people again. So it served its purpose in that regard.
I will say this. I will say this. To me, when I hear about a spin-off series or something, to me it feels like you don't just introduce somebody and then give them a spin-off. Like that to me is just weak sauce. My bar for a spin-off is Buffy and Angel. Like you had Buffy and then you had Angel with Buffy for 3 seasons, then gave him a spinoff. Like it's like okay, Ahsoka's here, spinoff. This one's here, spinoff. And we know what you're trying to do, Disney. You're trying to make money because you got none. We understand that, but it looks corny to me. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't understand the pirates. How you got a thermal detonator and a stick? You don't have a blaster? Come on, man.
That's what I want to ask y'all. Did y'all think this fight lasted too long? Was it too long?
A little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little
bit.
I
actually like the TIE fighters coming out and helping.
I did too.
Cool.
That made sense. Yep.
And them normalizing or humanizing the Imperials as they came out to congratulate them, and they were cheering, like that. The fact that they humanized the Imperials at that point felt good, because you're like, okay, these guys do have camaraderie with one another, because we forget that these pirates weren't really pirates. They were trying to stop the Empire from what they do to their home. Like they're actually rebels at this point. Right, so they're the good guys that are being that we're cheering for the Empire to kill, because we're cheering for Din Djarin. In any other situation, we would have been cheering for them.
I didn't even think about that. That's kind of dope. What do y'all think about? And me, Fox, and dmajini, I was talking about this. Okay, the guy in the middle, Bill Burr, was scared to go into the cafeteria because the guy will recognize him.
He was going to take his lunch money.
Okay, and then later on, of like 5 minutes later, Bill Burr is talking to the dude, and the dude still doesn't recognize him. Did they drop the ball on that?
No, because he was scared for the fact that he potentially could recognize him. But what that scene emphasized was the fact that this dude doesn't care. You are not a person to him. You are a tool to him. So that's what that scene emphasized, right?
Okay.
And it did a great job in doing that. That he didn't give a damn about any of y'all. His services to the Empire, you didn't matter. Congratulations for what you did, but all you did was to help the Empire move forward. He didn't give a damn about all of the losses, and that's what really impacted Mayfeld in that scene to force him to kill him, was him realizing that this guy and everything that he's done didn't matter, right? Whatever he felt like he was doing, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like it just did not. It didn't hold the same weight that he felt like it did.
Yeah,
I think they did a great job. Yeah, that they did a great job in that scene.
It's kind of like that Street Fighter movie where Chun-Li was telling Bison how much he killed people in her village, and Bison was like, "Oh, I did all that."
That was Tuesday.
Yeah, he said for me that was Tuesday. Okay, what y'all think about Boba Fett so far?
It's all right.
I like the new paint job.
Badass.
Y'all like the paint job?
I just wish he would come out of those robes. I need him to come out of those Tuscan robes.
Yeah, I don't like the dress.
Yeah. I just want him in. Come out of the
Tuscan. I like
robes.
how on the inside of the ship though, how you can see from the inside how it turns.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice that? That was kind of a nice visual.
That interior view. Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, fellas, I want to ask y'all. Go ahead.
I will say this: that dmajini is 100% right. If you waited till the end of that Disney presentation, they said and if Lorena's still in the chat, she could correct me if I'm wrong, or Jane, because I think they watched the whole thing too. They said that they will not be making a profit for 4 years.
Good.
Like Disney's so messed up right now that they possibly will break even in about 2.5, but then they won't be able to turn over a profit till 4 years. So it doesn't surprise me that they're pumping out a lot of fan service to get people to sign up for the Disney Plus. Also, because of HBO Max, I think Disney's. I think the movie theater's is done, but I think we're gonna see a lot of that, like what they did with Mulan. I think they're all testing the waters on this whole streaming stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's just how it's going to.
Doesn't that also just in your mind? Doesn't it justify doing something with Luke or Han or Leia, or do you think that they honestly believe that the fans just don't care about those?
No, they know. I think. Look, I will say this: their decision making.
Not with Ahsoka and stuff that they have, and the baby Grogu is like he's a hot sell. I'm sorry, Damaj. I didn't mean to cut you. I think I heard you a little late, but go ahead, Damaj.
Now I was going to say I think that they might be sitting on them. I think they might.
That's what I think too.
I think they might be sitting on. I don't think it'd be a wise decision to not do something with them. But I think what they're gonna do is kind of like a combination of what everybody's saying. I think that they're going to use the Veil of the Force or the World Between Worlds. Put the sequel trilogy over here, then go this way, and then introduce Luke the proper way.
Exactly.
But think about you running your business, and you've been in the red for 10 years now.
Yeah,
the pandemic didn't help. And now you're like, look, we got to freaking make some money. So what's going to make money? I don't care about no freaking story. I don't care about anything. We need to make money, And they're like, let's just do 4 little series episodes here. Let's throw Ahsoka. Let's give her just 4 shows. That won't cost a lot. Let's do this. That won't cost a lot. Look what they did with Marvel. They're giving us all these little shows. They're bringing back characters. And now, if Black Widow is a big success, they're already talking about a way how Scarlet Witch can just pull her back and bring her back into the MCU.
Well, she was in that.
Sure.
And so the whole television show with her and Vision, because the whole thing is her mental. It's a whole.
Scarlet Witch is a Omega level mutant anyway.
Yeah, I'm saying, but the whole thing is like her trying to relive with
with Vision. Yeah, she's doing that in her mind.
So it's not real, right?
Yeah.
So, but she's able, like when she does that, she messes up the time continuum and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, what it looks like it could happen, and this is what Marvel talk is. I know you guys aren't too many of y'all Marvel heads, but what she can do is she'll reset herself to like live out a life with Vision, but end up seeing Black Widow and being like, okay, just hold my hand and I'll bring you back to where you are.
It's like Days of Future Past. She can take her consciousness, back in her previous body.
If Black Widow is successful, if it's not successful, then I think they'll just be like, all right, well, it had a good run. What I'm actually waiting to see, and I'm sorry I didn't mean to cut anybody off, is I think Captain Marvel. I want to see Captain Marvel come out when it doesn't have Endgame. Behind 2 of the biggest blockbuster Marvel films, they put Captain Marvel right in the middle, and I think that's why it was very successful. Because they squeezed it between Infinity Wars. After Infinity Wars, everybody was like, at least if you were a Marvel fan, I'm not saying everybody here, but everybody was like, I need more. I need to know what happened. And then they pumped that Captain Marvel saying, you got to know her story.
Yeah.
That was the tagline. You got to know her story to know the rest of the story. So people were going to watch it before Endgame, and so
to me, Ant-Man and the Wasp played more into Infinity War.
Of course it did. That Captain Marvel was crap. They knew
Captain Marvel had nothing to do with it.
They're gonna do Captain Marvel 2. Where are they gonna place it?
And Captain Marvel 2 is actually Captain Marvel 2. They already said that she basically can't carry the whole movie because they're putting Kamala Khan and they're putting Monica Rambeau, who should be the real Captain Marvel anyway. And by the way, side note, since you brought up Marvel, I can't stand the whole concept of her looking up to freaking Brie Larson. And please bring Rogue in. I want Rogue to take her powers.
I want to
take her powers.
Lorena, can you do me a favor, please, in the chat? And I'm not trying to put him on blast. Mark with the C did one of the best videos about Black Panther, about the recast. I was like, I shared that with people who were like, because listen, I'm going to be honest with you, Mark. When I first heard that, I was like, that's so nice of them to do that. But when I watched your video and understood what you were saying and how it was wrong, it changed my thought process on that completely. That was one of the best. I'm being serious. Like that was the best. That helped. It helped me understand where you were coming from about Black Panther and all that stuff. and it was fantastic. Everyone should watch
Can we
that.
have
to
Mark speak
understand
on
the
it?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's going over a lot of people's heads, guys. I just want to know in the chat. I mean, does anyone feel that Black Panther should be his story should be discontinued at this point, and they should just concentrate more on Wakanda, on the world of Wakanda, because that's what they're saying now. Because Chadwick is gone, and he was such a big part of that character, it shouldn't go on without him. Is basically what they're saying, and I'm saying that's unacceptable. I think that Chadwick Boseman worked so hard to bring that character to life to make a difference.
Yes,
you know,
it ain't nothing you can do. What can you do?
Yeah.
That's like saying, what's his? I'm just one blank on his name, but
Thank you, Lorena. Sorry, she put the video in the chat. Mark kind of
freaking the Joker when he passed away. Oh, they can't have no more Jokers. When Christopher Reeve passed away, because Christopher Reeve was my Superman growing up.
He was everybody's Superman.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yes,
you can say, well, when he passed away, we can't have no more Superman. That's silly. Look, continue the story because
not even when he passed away. The fact that he got hurt.
Yeah.
You know,
but I'm just telling you, when they announced that,
Superman.
I was kind of like, oh, that's very respectful what they're doing. I watched Mark's video and I was like, oh, I didn't even see. I didn't understand it, and now I got. That's why it's important, I think it's important to watch this video. So,
and I dare say there is no other character in the MCU that they would do this to. That they would even consider doing this to. Just retire the character at this point in history, when you've seen the difference that this character has made. For all of these kids around the world. I don't care what race or whatever. It's like everybody saw that character. And all of a sudden he gained popularity, for that character because he put so much into it. And all of that hard work, all of the vision, that Stan Lee wanted that character, it finally came into fruition. And now you're saying no more Black Panther. We're not going to recast him out of respect for Chadwick Boseman. To me, it's the exact opposite. It's disrespect for Chadwick Boseman. He would want the character to go on. And I'm just shocked that more people aren't really talking about this. They're going to let him do it.
I want to ask y'all a question though. Okay, what do y'all think they should do? Y'all think they should recast another Black Panther?
No, here's what they
take a character from Wakanda and make them Black Panther. What y'all think they should do?
Look, they already have the get out of jail free card. It's called the Multiverse of Madness. That's they get out of jail free card. Just like they have. They're not gonna have to accept it. Look, if they put anybody else, they're not gonna have to accept it.
All I'm saying is all they have to do is do the fight for the honor to be Black Panther.
Not even just and love and respect for Chadwick, but just recast him. Do you understand?
Must live.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
The opportunity that another man would have to be able to fill those shoes. I mean, think about how that would happen. And it's not that. Chadwick was in the role, and no disrespect. But for 1.5 movies, if you will, you know what I mean? It wasn't like it was 7, 8,
like Hugh Jackman, who did 17 years. As Wolverine.
So I think, and I mean no disrespect at all, but I just think that they, just like Mark is saying, that they're missing an opportunity here to just retire that character. Because of the death of the actor, it increases the opportunity that some other person would have to play that role and continue that feeling. In a world that is so goddamn divided, with what that character brought to the table, what it was able to establish for Marvel, you can't just let that go. There's no reason to just let that go.
It's laughable. One of the points that I was trying to make is that we have all of this outcry. People want to have a Black Superman. They want to have a Black Batman and all of it. You have a legitimate Black superhero here. A Black man. He's a king. The world around him. And you want to discontinue that?
It's the same.
Come on,
and then go and put change Superman or change Iron Man. Let's make Iron Man Black.
They're changing Batman.
Let me ask y'all this. Go ahead, Fox. Go ahead.
It's the same short-sighted journalists or whatever, activists that said that the role was so important are the same ones that are willing to just let it die.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? If I work so hard to bring something to life and be a part of it, why would I want it to end with me? And I don't think Chadwick was that selfish.
No, he was far from
Absolutely
selfish.
not.
But I want to ask y'all this though. Okay, if we recast Black Panther, would you have to recast the entire cast?
No,
or keep that same cast.
No, man, like think of Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
I was just
with the mama.
I mean,
with
she
the mama.
you went from dark skin to light skin too. I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
they didn't even try to make it look right. They just put. They're like here.
Exactly. Come on.
Hey, did y'all see that joint? Fresh Prince had a reunion.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
They brought the
They brought original Aunt Vivian.
Yeah. They had a conversation before.
And I know I can't be political correct, but the dark skinned Aunt Viv, she was on there. Because her and Will Smith had beef.
They were beefing for like 30 years.
But he owned that, right? He owned that.
Yeah, he apologized. Man, the Uncle Phil tribute was hard, man. That was hard to watch.
Yeah. Uncle Phil.
That was a great show. If y'all like the Fresh Prince, y'all should watch that because they were saying, "Oh my God, what's his name?" Who played? I always called him Uncle Phil.
I don't know his name.
Phil.
Yep.
Avery.
Yeah, I can't.
Anyway, like it's so funny to hear Will Smith say that Avery would yell at them on set saying, "You ain't acting good. Like you haven't practiced." Like he was the guy that was in charge of the whole thing, you know,
and Shakespearean actor, bro. He was
that's what I'm saying. Like he was like he would yell at them. James Avery, thank you so much.
James Avery.
Like they would, and Will was just like, we were scared of him, like legit. Because he would just be like, you ain't doing this right. Like you ain't doing this right. So get over there.
He said he actually was a part in where he said when he had to part with his father that left him, and he said why he don't want me no more. And then he pulled him. He says, "Now that's acting." That actually gave me chills when he said that because that was a pretty
All right, how many y'all said
what Marks was said in this video was like that's where I stand. So
Much
that's why I wanted
that,
people to watch that. So
hey, did anybody cry when Will Dad left?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I cried.
I cried when Will said, why doesn't he want me?
Yeah, I cried, bro.
I felt
anyone who might have had a complicated relationship with their father would have.
I wasn't like crying, but a single tear came down my face.
Hard, man. That's real. That's real life.
And I'll say that original Aunt Viv, man, she was always my favorite. Who saw the episode where she was dancing?
Oh, man,
she put her. Woo! I tell you,
when the dancing was over, I had to go get a drink of water.
So y'all didn't like the light skin Aunt Viv? Y'all didn't like?
She was good. She was good.
Yeah.
It's just the original.
But this is what I didn't understand. Where did the little boy came from? Remember the boy?
Yeah, that was the son. Remember? And he was a baby at the close of the season, and then he was 8 at the start, and they were like, they broke the fourth wall with that.
Yeah, they broke the fourth wall.
Yeah.
But it was just funny how they did it because Will would just look at the camera and be like, you know, I like just go with it.
Go with it. Exactly.
So that show was great.
Oh, that's right. Uncle Phil was in Ninja Turtles. He was the voice.
Yeah,
he was the voice of Shredder.
He was the voice of Shredder. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, fellas, we got 9 more minutes left of the show. Any final words?
This is the day that Star Wars died. The Rian Johnson Last Jedi was released on this day, and we have been talking about this ever since.
Well, let's talk about that real quick. Start with drunk. What was your first reaction when you walked out of the theater? What was on your mind?
I took the day off work and went early, watched the movie. I thought I missed something. I went back the next day with some friends and watched it again. And Drunk 3PO was born because I went on Twitter to find other people that's like, this movie's crap. And I found Brian Young, who was doing this live tweet saying, yes, this is the Luke Skywalker we should have had. And I was like, have you lost your mind? And I tweeted at him, and then he said some things, man. And like, I never got blocked before on Twitter. I had like my old personal account, and I was like, Star Wars is all messed up. And then my friend was like, yeah, it's like C-3PO is drinking alcohol the whole time. And I'm like, that's hilarious. That's where Star Wars is. So I made that Twitter account just to find other people that that agree with me. So Drunk gave Ryan Johnson too much money. Someone said, "Hey, I didn't know. I thought I missed something."
I want to say Callous for last. Fox, when you walked out of the theater, what was on your mind when you seen Last Jedi?
So I have 3 sons, and hell, I went and saw episode 7 with my whole family, my mom, we were hitting each other in the shoulder. Look, it's Han Solo, losing our mind. And so we go into 8, and it's over, and I'm walking out, and my sons looked like, Dad, what, you love Luke Skywalker. What did you think? And I was just looking for my keys, like it was post-traumatic stress. I didn't understand. I thought that maybe it's just because my hero died, my cinematic hero died. Maybe I'm just numb, and I could never find anybody that could just point out, because back then I was watching the AMC movie talks and all that, and they were like, "Oh, it's great," and I'm like, "No, I can't be feeling what I'm feeling is legitimate, and somebody else has to know where I'm coming from," and it's it just went from there. I started reaching out to others in the community, and that's where 19K-Fox started.
DeMajini, did you see Last Jedi in the theater or the 7 Seas?
Oh no, I went to
and listen, and I saw it one time. I didn't
so
okay.
I saw it one time also.
Speak on it when you left the theater. What was on your mind?
One time was enough, and I'm glad you brought that up because somebody put up this, which was said Luke's death in the Last Jedi was perfect, and if you disagree, you're wrong. This is today, so I put Since you put it out there, I says the whole movie was an abomination. I hate every portion on that film, especially that lame-ass death scene. When I saw Luke die like the way he died, it was like somebody punched me in my stomach. Because I'm like, There's no way. Because look, I say this, when I say this, it's not just me being, contrarian, right? I read these books where I saw Luke Skywalker use the Force to force project a Death Star. I read him do that. So for them to say him force projecting himself killed him, it didn't make sense to me. Now, mind you, what had really started off the DeMajini channel was actually Mass Effect Andromeda, but that's a different story. But after I saw The Last Jedi,
our council was started because of The Last Jedi.
Hey,
after I saw The Last Jedi, I was like, I did 2 videos on it. 2 videos on this movie. But I only saw it once. But I had to speak on it twice because it was just that bad. The Last Jedi was, like I said, it was an abomination. There was nothing else you could tell me about it.
Yeah, man.
Mark, what was your thoughts when you walked out the movie theater?
Well, I mean, rage, bro. Rage. You got to keep in mind, leading up to this, remember, everyone was talking about how great this movie was, like all the critics, this was the best Star. And of course, we saw the, the trailer and everything, the Jedi Must End. Everyone was like, woo, plus all the visuals. It looked incredible.
It did.
Then this guy I work with, he was like, Mark, you never been to like opening night for a Star Wars movie? I never have, So this dude actually buys the ticket. He was going to drag me there if he had to. He's like, everybody dresses up. So we went in there. We were just so excited to see this. Like when it started, when Luke threw the lightsaber over the shoulder, I remember both of us. Yeah,
that's what Mutt said.
We both slowly turned to each other and we looked back. Then
Last Jedi done killed Mark.
Oh, come back.
Hold on.
You froze, Mark. Finish up.
You froze like this.
Mark, I was going to get you. I was going to get you. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, but it just, like I said, by the time the movie was over, bro, I was just so hot, man. And, dude wasn't saying that. He was like quiet too, it was just, there was no clapping. There was no clapping.
Correct.
For the first time, nobody was clapping, and I just couldn't wait, man. I couldn't wait. I had to say something. I had to get in front of the camera, bro. And like you said, that's when it was all born.
All right.
And by the way, that's when they started blaming the audience. When they found out we just didn't like it, then you started seeing the articles start coming out. There was something wrong with you. You must be racist. You don't want to see a female lead and all that stuff. And everything just caught fire, bro.
Before we get into the Sith Lord's opinion about Last Jedi, King, thank you so much for showing the $5 super chat love. Here you go, my friend. He said, "Thank you, Dark Council. Great stream. Hey, bro, thank you for coming out. Thank you, Callous.
Yes, sir.
Your thoughts when you walked out of the Last Jedi movie theater?
Man.
What was on your mind?" It says it all right there,
bro. Bro, it was heartbreaking, man. The thing is, for me, was the expectation, right? The expectation that the Force Awakens set, and then the deliverance that came with the Last Jedi, and that being so far off the mark that what I was watching was unbelievable. When you begin to introduce Luke Skywalker, and just like everybody is saying, when he throws that lightsaber, that at that point didn't break my heart, because for me, I made the connection to The Empire Strikes Back. So I was thinking the whole time he was going to play the crotchety old Jedi Master to teach Rey how to be a Jedi. That was where my mind went.
I thought he was playing the Yoda game.
Yeah, exactly. I thought he was playing the Yoda, and he was, when he threw the lightsaber, I thought that was going to be a lesson about attachment. I don't want this. Don't you know that Jedi are not supposed to be attached to anything? And that would have helped for her to construct her own lightsaber.
Exactly.
That's what I thought that they were doing. And so at the end, just like dmajini is saying, listen, Luke Skywalker, I know Luke Skywalker. I know Luke Skywalker. So to see him force project himself and die from the use of the Force, it blew my mind. Never would I imagine that the Force would be used to kill him in such a way, and in such a way that didn't give strength to him. In my opinion, it made him weak, because this man embodied the Force to me, and what it was to be a Jedi, what it was to walk in the light, and for him to use it was sort of blasphemy, the way that they used him. And then him dying from it. It would just left such an empty feeling. And just like Fox, this is something that from Phantom Menace, we go as a family. My entire family goes to see Star Wars on opening day. We sit there in that row and we enjoy this show together. And even when The Force Awakens end, we had a little bit of tiffs where, how is she so strong? And I'm sitting here like, wait, she going to be a Skywalker. Wait, that's why she's so strong. Where my brother's like, ain't no way she should have been able to beat him because he's been trained. And, and I'm like, just wait, they're going to answer that in the next one. And so when that damn ended, we just looked at each other. Nobody moved. And just like Mark said, there was no clapping. There was no applause in the theater. We just sat there, and then we finally said, what the fuck was that? Literally, what the fuck?
Candace, what was in your
head? I couldn't. Exactly. I said,
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Candace, what was in your head when he evaporated into the night?
I couldn't believe it. Like
me neither.
Honestly, I could not believe it. I was sitting there like, is this honestly the way that they just killed Luke Skywalker?
Bro, you took the words right out of my mouth. I'm like, did you honestly just do that to Grandmaster Luke?
Yeah.
Did you honestly just do that? Seriously? Like after that, I was done, bro. And I'm telling you,
that guys are still heated over this movie 3 years ago. Y'all need to calm down and
my hatred doesn't end. I use my hatred for energy. This movie fuels me.
It's all good, bro.
It fuels me. But here's what I want to say, just to give you a little contrast, right? So remember, you know how people always say certain things about the prequels. Oh, they would hate it and all that stuff like that. I'll tell you like this. You see how there was no clapping for that movie? Think about this. Attack of the Clones, the one that people claim is the worst one, right? When Yoda came out, and I saw it twice. Actually, I saw it 3 times. When Yoda came out in Attack of the Clones, the freaking theater erupted.
Lost their mind.
Because they knew the ass whooping was about to commence. They knew it. You knew it was about to commence. And there was none of that in The Last Jedi. There was no hype. There might have been a couple of, uneasy gigglings when, when they did the stupid jokes or whatever. Like,
well, the excitement was you were finally going to get to see a Jedi master, like in all of his power. And let's see what Yoda, let's see what he's going to do. Yeah. With Luke, we wanted to see fully realize that the height of his power, Luke Skywalker, we didn't get that.
And the prospect of the new Jedi Order and what this could mean for potentially the next trilogy. Yes. I mean, this was. I just don't understand how they didn't recognize what they had in this saga. I just don't. It baffles as I'm standing here looking up at Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, A New Hope. I got The Force Awakens there. I got Rogue One, Episode 3, I got all of the trailers. Yeah. The movie posters. I have them all on my wall, and it stops at The Force Awakens. And I had it set up because I had anticipated all of them. From one all the way around, and
3 movies. He never got off the island, man. In my earliest videos about it, I used to call him Gilligan Skywalker because he never got off the island. You know what I mean? He was stuck. It's terrible, man.
Real quick, let me blow up Fox. Fox said, don't read the super chat, so I won't, but thank you to my Texan brother.
And again, because I know I have some people that watch me that enjoyed it. Enjoy it. I will never say that you shouldn't enjoy what.
Same here.
Yeah, what is in your heart. But for me,
what's up, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, we still, like John said, this is like therapy right now, bro. This movie messed us up bad. When I could have forgave the movie if at the very end that was Luke right there and not some kind of hologram Force Ghost stuff. I could have forgave it, even though it messed up way before that. But the dude, Luke Skywalker, who is Star Wars, Luke Skywalker is Star Wars. If it ain't Luke, it's Anakin. They dropped the ball, man.
And they had his X-Wing there. I mean, how satisfying would it have been to see him get back in the X-Wing one last time? You know what I mean? Holy crap, man!
But the fact that they showed that though, Mark, was the thought that this should have been the train. This should have been Dagobah.
Yes.
Act 2 should have been Dagobah, man. Like from the throwing of the lightsaber, we're talking about Jedi attachment. Him teaching her how to raise the X-wing up out of the water. I mean, come on. And I don't want it to be copycat The Empire Strikes Back, but this is, I mean, a Jedi has to be taught. There's no way outside of that. All he knows is Yoda. So why wouldn't he utilize the way that he was taught, right? He would absolutely show her the same way that he was taught. And it would have
worked, man. It would have worked.
Callous, when you look back at The Last Jedi now, and I ain't talking about watching because I couldn't put myself to watch it. But
I never purchased that.
I did see it twice though in the theater because I went back and I was like, I have to be missing something because I remember when I got home because the only one that doesn't go is my oldest brother because he and his family they live out in Amherst. Yeah, they live out in Amherst. So we always call and we talk about it, and I'm like, bro. He's like, should I don't want to spoil it for you. His tickets were for the next day. And I'm like, bro, just feel what you feel and don't. No, I'm serious. I said, just feel what you feel and don't listen to all of.
He knew something was up when you said it like that.
Let me get to my point real fast. Looking back at Last Jedi now, when Luke took that lightsaber and threw it over his shoulder, he was pretty much telling Rey, F you, I don't gave up. You on your own.
Instead of it being
Walker would have never said that.
Yeah, instead of it being a teaching moment, like Callous said, it was a myth of defeat. It was an admission of defeat.
He gave
That's
up.
What that was.
Yeah.
He gave up.
It was a stupid joke. It perfectly embodied what Rian Johnson thought of Star Wars. throwing that lightsaber.
Not just Ryan Johnson, Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson. Because remember, she said she makes him feel so comfortable around her. Remember that? Because they're buddies.
On purpose. This was not just an incompetent director. This was strategic. He did
absolutely.
This was definitely some evil shit, man.
And it was malicious. It was totally malicious.
I swear, Mark was thinking. I was thinking in my head, Ryan Johnson is a wicked, evil dude for making this movie, bro.
Why is he a wicked?
He straight up said it, right? He said
because my friend wanted me to go. You know, I had already purchased tickets for me and my son. Man, me and my son, we shared Star Wars from the day he was born. Man,
yes,
he loved it. He loved it. That was the day it died for him. I could no longer share it with him. You know, now I did that video a long time ago. You know, talking about it. I don't want to get all heated up in here again, but you know, I'm never gonna get over that, bro. Never. You know, that's when I lost a piece of my relationship with my son that day.
Dang.
He hated it that bad because he loved Luke Skywalker. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first thing he said. Dad, why is Luke Skywalker acting this way? Yeah, good question, son. You know, but I didn't want to taint his view. I already knew I was disgusted by it before I took him back to see it, you know? But, you know, I wanted him to judge for himself. I wasn't going to mess it up, you know, but it turns out he couldn't stand it either, man. You know, and he never went back to it. No more Lego sets, you know, no more watching the movies, no more none of that.
And you know what? And I want before we get out of here, I'm going to say just what you said right there, Mark. Remember what they said. They didn't want to worry about the 40 and 50-year-olds because we got so much further to go. But remember this, like in my case, and I said this before, in my case, I am the Star Wars guy in my family. In my zone, my real life friends and everything, I'm the guy. You lose me, you don't have anybody to tell them to go. So that's the thing that y'all effed up on, Disney. The same way you see how Mark's son doesn't like it anymore, you lost him. So guess what? Now Mark's son is not going to have his son go see it. Think about that before you sit there and just throw out anything against the wall. This is why I would say when people say, oh, you guys just complain about this all the time. No, we're telling you how to fix it. If you listen to the people who've been in the trenches for 30, 40 years, you'd learn something. And that's what we try to tell you. They just, whatever.
And this the cold thing about it. Like, when Rise of Skywalker came out, the energy was dead. The hype wasn't there.
Yeah.
The hype wasn't even there. And when it comes to Star Wars, that's a world event, American event, bro. People, like John said, you'll take off work to see Star Wars. But when Rise of Skywalker came out, was it none of that?
I remember.
I mean, it was just us sitting around saying, like, what can they possibly do to repair it? Like, you want to be optimistic, but how can you can't fix it. You can't fix it. Once you've killed Luke Skywalker in the Skywalker saga, how do you fix it?
And then Ryan Johnson walking around, yeah, I did it the way I wanted to do it. Man, come on, bro.
So I'm gonna give you a quick analogy, right? So, and I know this is going into something people don't really like, but in The Flash, which is a good, it had a good point, a good moment where Jay Garrick was teaching Barry Allen something. He says, when you go and you tamper with something and you break this glass, you can put the glass back, but it's always going to have that fracture in it.
Yep.
And that's the same thing that they just did with with Star Wars, period. Because they can try to fix what they want, but that crack, you could glue a glass cup back together. You can, but that crack is still going to be there. And that's what they've done. Yeah. They've done
that. I like to hear people say that. So, you don't have to confess. If you like it, you like it.
Yeah, that's okay.
And I like to have people have that conversation.
This is not an echo chamber.
I don't.
Yeah, we don't get mad at people for liking the movie.
Yeah,
that's some other channels, man.
If you like it, I love it. Okay. The bottom line is, I like to have that conversation with what it was that you enjoyed about it. We can have that conversation and just understand why it is that I take the stance that I take with those two movies, the Last Jedi and the Rise of Skywalker, because the Rise of Skywalker based on the Last Jedi, right? So it was, for me, the destruction came with the Last Jedi. But man, if you like it, I love it. I ain't got no.
And I agree with
I should mention too that I did a couple of videos back then talking about people who their dying wish was to see The Last Jedi because of the way the Force Awakens ended. You know what I mean? Now Star Wars has always been about hope. These people were dying from cancer, man. You know, and I was doing this video talking about them. They were going to Star Wars to find some hope. They weren't going to Star Wars to find, oh, the Jedi must end, go away. It's like nobody wanted that. You know what I mean? They completely betrayed their audience. Now you can enjoy the movie, that's fine. You know, like I said, when I did my initial review, I said it looks spectacular. It's like I understand that, but it was a betrayal of Star Wars. People, we don't go to Star Wars for that.
Yeah,
this is
It
not
looked
a franchise.
and sounded great.
I mean, it's
Sonically,
not
it
a
was
franchise
good.
you experiment with, and let's see it would be kind of cool if this. No, that's not what you do. You have to realize what you have. I mean,
But you know what?
The
The greatest
$1 billion on it. You know,
the greatest movie of hope ended right when we went through the worst year of human history, when we could have used as much freaking hope as we could for 2020. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's unbelievable.
We've been dealing with division for quite some time, man.
Yes,
For some time.
Terminus, thank you so much
I
for
will
the
say
super
this.
chat, my friend.
I will say this though, and Mark, similar to you, your experience with your son, I lost that with my sons, but my reviews of Mandalorian always come out late because I'm traveling. Because me and my son will watch this, and he'll call me, Dad, have you seen it yet? He's like, no. I heard him humming the theme to the show as we were going upstairs to watch it, and I haven't heard that at all in the new trilogy. So it doesn't fix it, but it's a little sliver of hope.
And that's what I appeal to some people.
Because me and my little boy, we bond over Mandalorian. He loved it.
And my daughter loves Rey.
Yeah.
I won't take that from her. She loves Rey. She loves Leia. She loves Rey. She loves Ahsoka. She loves the women in Star Wars, you know. Right. And so I don't take that from her. My son is a little bit old. She's only 6. My son is 18, so he knows what the blood clot, you know. But the difference is, I let her, you know, form her own opinion. I don't say this what I'm saying right now to her. Right. I don't say that to her. If she's enjoying it, I want her to enjoy it.
You want her to enjoy her innocence. Enjoy that.
When we go to Galaxy's Edge drunk, and when we walk through Target aisle and see that there's no Star Wars, you know, like, we share Star Wars. It's just that shit feels good, even to the point my wife is like, what have you done to my children? You know, like, but it's like, it came, like, that's just what
you know what's crazy, Callous? You like that feeling? That's the same thing I had with my goddaughter with Dragon Ball Z. When she was when my best friend was pregnant with her, and she was like, you're not gonna have my daughter doing that Dragon Ball Z shit. I kid you not. By the time she was 2.5, I had her doing Kamehameha. Yo, she loved it. Like, every time, like, if Dragon Ball Z came on, she would run like, she's like, Dragon Ball Z's on. Dragon Ball Z's on. Like, so that I know that feeling. That feeling is so great, man.
Like, my son, I love to hear him say, man, Dad, I was at school and these cats was talking about Star Wars, and I'm just over here like this, listening to him. And he's like, you don't even know. And then they ask me my opinion, and then I say, and he's like,
oh, that's what's dope about it. That's what makes you feel good as a parent. You got that connection, because it's hard to connect with kids these days. Man. Mocking it with the $5 super chat. Honestly, how bad The Last Jedi was made me hate The Force Awakens more as time wore on. Yeah.
Oh, I destroyed all of mine. I destroyed The Force Awakens and Rogue One because Rogue One was the sacrifice. Sorry, Rogue One got it.
Terminus with the $2, and we about to end it. Honestly, took a while to realize how trash The Last Jedi was. Hey, it's okay, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, listen, look.
Form your own opinions. I'm not mad at you, bro. I'm not mad at you.
I just you want me to tell you? All right, so this is the thing that people don't. Like I said, it's because of the fact that I've read the EU, not all of them, but I have a good chunk of them. I've read the books that show Luke as a Grand Master. So me walking in there, my expectations for Luke was here. Yeah. Luke had to be here. y'all came all the way down here with some nonsense. I'm like, bro, I can't. And
even though dmajini, even if you're not, and this is why sometimes it's frustrating for me when people say, "Oh, it's just because you have that extensive knowledge." But even outside of that, if you understand what George Lucas set up with Luke Skywalker in the original trilogy and Anakin Skywalker. And even let's even say Obi-Wan Kenobi and just the Jedi in general in the prequels, then to see this Luke Skywalker is not what embodies a Jedi. So that's what, just not even reading, having no knowledge of the EU, and only from the movies, only from the films, how can you feasibly say that this is how he would turn out after this man was willing to sacrifice himself for his father? He threw his weapon away. He said, "No, I will not." I mean, he spit in the face of the most powerful man in the universe. Spit in his face. And this is what he become. That was the last time we see Luke Skywalker. That's the last time we see him. And now you're telling me that this is what he has become? That does not make sense.
Yeah. Not to mention, Callous, this is the same man who risked everything to go help Leia and Han on Cloud City. You know what I mean? And we're to believe that he would have left Leia. We saw the shape that Leia was in the so-called sequel trilogy. She's crying. She's scared. And we're supposed to believe that her brother, who loves her so much,
toned her out,
would abandon her and his best friend after all they had been through.
And try to kill his nephew, the son of his twins, not just sister, twin sister. Because remember, they had a force bond. Like, it's almost like the longer they spent time together, the more that force bond started coming. Because what happened when he got his hand cut off? Who did he reach out to?
Her.
Leia.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell me, and mind you, this is somebody he hadn't seen for what 19, 20 years, whatever, right? Because that's how old he was around that time. So their bond was growing. It's like if you want to call that stupid force dyad nonsense, but if you were to say there was such a thing, theirs was growing as they, was the longer they spent together. So you're gonna tell me he's not feeling his sister's pain or anything like that, or the need that she needs to have her big brother with her or whatever. So I don't know, but
I'm feeling you, bro. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. David Harvey with the $5. How did you guys feel when the actors came outside and exposed their true feelings, like Mark Hamill after the NDAs were?
You mean like the newer guys?
But you know what? Mark Hamill was giving us hints all the
whole time.
It was pretty clear that they all shared that opinion. But just like he's saying, they were
NDAs.
Under NDAs. They could not say it. And that's why I like to have conversations with people who enjoyed it, so I can try to open my mind and see what it is that they liked about it. But I just don't understand how, as a movie, I get it. You can, because it looked great, sounded great, visually it was top notch, right? But if you just to watch those 6 movies, how does this movie fit within that trilogy? How does it fit in that story? and not be jarring to you? That's what I don't understand.
And this the crazy thing though about Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill was gangster with it because he'll be sitting right next to Ryan Johnson.
Yep.
And he'll think something to throw Ryan Johnson off. Like he'll be like, and this idiot right here. And Ryan Johnson be like, what is this fool talking about?
Yeah.
So Mark Hamill, he was gangster with it. We about to end it. Because somebody on this
drunk over here falling asleep.
I'm not gonna put him on blast.
I'm gonna put him on blast. This guy right here.
Jedi Luke with the $5
He over here looking like he's been.
Hey, look! I'm not the only one that fell asleep on the show. Junk trying to do it.
Jedi Luke $5 super chat. At least we got the EU where Luke became the Jedi he was destined to be. Disney can keep their Jake.
It's just sad.
Yeah, man, this is sad stuff, man. I want to thank Fox for coming to the panel, man.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And man, this is the good thing that happened with Last Jedi right here. If Last Jedi would have been a success, we would have never met each other. We would have.
We might have. We might have. We might have.
We would.
We might have. Look, we might have joined with our love for the Star Wars. Just like you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know that could have happened.
I probably wouldn't.
I don't think I would have started a YouTube.
I probably wouldn't have started a YouTube.
But see, the whole thing is I already had one, and like I said, my first initial, it wasn't even just The Last Jedi. My first thing that really got me realizing that there was something wrong with entertainment was Mass Effect Andromeda. That's the first thing that got me. That's what I'm saying. So I was already put on that path by that game. But this really, the movie was solidified. It was like, yeah, this is something I need to speak on. So, and that's where, not like the dmajini channel wasn't here. My channel's been here for a long time. I was just using it for more hip hop. But, and speaking of which,
give us something.
Matt wants a quick bar. So I want to give you acapella because I can't play music right now.
We're gonna get out of here, man. Spit us a bar.
I can't play music, so we're gonna do something for you real quick. So
take us home, bro.
Yeah, here we go, bro. Thought you was rid of me? Blow myself up, are you kidding me? The victory is 45 seconds to mystery, true misery. You killers is dose to being copied, the warrior prince, convinced to being cocky. Picture this, even if I lose you on Bruise, Shingatsu, instant hell murder will drop you round 2. Was really just a fake imitation, dmajini, legendary slayer of monsters, I promise. Total corruption and mad chaos, I'm furious. Surrounded by clowns and assholes, malevolent flows, one at a hit. Here it goes, take futuristic periodic trips to insanity, you mad at me. Cause I can say nothing is still hot, embellish the plot, circumstances no different, my power's hitting into the world, who you kidding? The question, why they keep sending the poor, expendable, and status is that the fat cattle, you ready for battle, ominous course, no options lost, now check it, the opinions expressed towards many profusion, you losers a loss, so go first for reconnaissance, urge your force killers pretend, conceptual loss, don't hope to stand a chance, comprehensive terror, the errors of all are falling, darkness calling, defeat the lesser of all them, problem solving, the population devolving, corrective lens, see better from within, divide you, no better means to destroy you, employ the reckless, strategically place the skeptics and breathless, unexpected that next shit, paralysis, you scared stiff on stage, I cursed you, accepting the flaws of leadership, I'm sick of this, your propaganda's totally ridiculous, banishing blade, I cleave evil in two, this means you, from Hades all the way to the president, you hesitant, the shit is done, Persia irrelevant, I'm a legend. And that's it.
And that's it.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank the people in the chat for staying and sticking with us. I want to thank everybody that donated to the channel. You will see Dark Council next week on
Callous?
It's on Callous.
No,
Callous.
No, it's not on me.
It's on Callous.
I thought we were going back around because I missed.
We're going this way.
No, it's on you. You gotta go on you.
No, because I took Calluses. I thought we
just
just
gotta
swapped.
go back to Callous.
Oh, it was a swap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cause Callous, you had that thing to do.
Yeah.
And I took over for Callous. We'll figure it out, everybody.
We'll
Look for the
figure
tweet.
it out. Y'all have a good night. And on a good note, because we were talking about the band.
That's going to be our Christmas special. And Fatal said in February, if we made it to Christmas, he was going to do it just in his shorts, half naked. And dmajini said that too. So he gonna wear.
Well, we're gonna have a Dark Council calendar.
Yeah,
Dark
but
Council calendar.
dmajini's going to show his Yule log, right? And he's going to show the Yule log.
I don't know, log. I mean a log.
But drunk, you never know.
Track them. They may come around for another pass.
Captain Nita? Lord Vader demands an update on the pursuit.
Get a shuttle ready. I shall assume full responsibility for losing them and apologize to Lord Vader.
Apology accepted, Captain Nita.